down from Morrilton lost when we played PA. And so it took us 3 games to finally, we were 0-3 when we started last year because of what happened in that Morrilton game. So there's a lot that rides on this game for Russellville. Whereas if you're Morrilton, it's a lot, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. If you win, it's just a feather in your hat. If you lose, it's, well, we're supposed to lose, they're a bigger school, and you go on about your business, and you go to your 5A schools, and you start just knocking them down in the conference. And so it's, to them, it's, I think it's an advantage to play us. So we have to really double down on what we do as far as just preparation and trying to get our kids mentally to understand that just because they're a smaller school, they're not smaller when it comes to talent. They're definitely not smaller when it comes to attitude and physical fitness and all that. So we have to really, really harp on that from first day of fall camp.
That's Dave Wheeler. We'll look at the history between these two teams when our pregame show continues.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
Children grow up so fast, but it takes just a moment to plan for their future and their education. Start saving today for your child or grandchild with the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan. Save for college, trade school, or even pay down student loan debt. Brighter Futures start today. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Section 529 Plan Review Committee.
Welcome back to the Cyclone pregame show. This is the 94th meeting between Russellville and Morrilton. That's the most matchups of any opponent for Russellville or Morrilton. The Cyclones lead the all-time series with the Devil Dogs, 57-33-3. Like all good rivalries, it has its share of controversies. In 1928, the game is recorded as a 1-0 forfeit loss by Russellville. Morrilton records it that way. Head coach Wallace Bailey and his Cyclone team had arrived in Morrilton by train, and due to a misunderstanding, Morrilton school officials had not arranged for his Cyclone transportation from the train to the playing field. So Coach Bailey, in the 94th meeting, also the 66th consecutive seasons where these two teams have met, beginning tonight. Coming up next, we'll preview this matchup from Cyclone Stadium. This is the Cyclone pregame show.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
A lot of cities claim to be unique, but are they really? Were they the off-season playground for legends like Babe Ruth and Al Capone? Do they sell beer made from thermal spring water that comes straight from the ground below? Do any of these places have a street that has a gangster museum on one side of the road and a national park on the other? Let me go ahead and answer that for you. They don't, because none of them are Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville.
Hey! You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Russellville High School football is brought to you on River Country KCJC by A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. ABC Children's Academy, changing the world one student at a time. Alathus Realty, buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, putting customers first in the River Valley. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, more than just tires. Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, your one-stop shop for farming, gardening, and pet supplies. Burris Into Market, what project can we help you with today? C&D Drugstore, courtesy and service since 1958. Centennial Bank, real bankers, real people, real relationships. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store. Community Service Inc., caring and responsive youth services. ConAgra, nourishing our people, the planet, and our communities. Congressman Bruce Westerman, E&F Roofing, keeping Arkansas covered for 3 generations. Feltner's Athlete's Corner, because you deserve great clothing. First State Bank, putting you first. Funky Town Mall, 12,000 square feet of retail therapy with lots of variety. Greenway Equipment, GoGreenway.com. Health Plan Lady, we treat you better. Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, serving the River Valley community since 2011. Lexicon. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. Liberty Car Wash, Liberty Wash, where you've always got options. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meet and Eat, a fun place for the whole
family. The national anthem will be played by the Cyclone Band under the direction of David Gaston, Sarah Abbott, and Brandon Brockington. And now, the Star Spangled Banner.
Autoplex, Chevrolet, Jeep.
Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Rex Nelson. As a native Arkansan, I take pride in our state's natural beauty. And as someone who has been in all 75 counties, I've seen how prevalent litter is across our state.
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live from Cyclone Stadium as the Cyclones open their season against the Morrilton Devil Dogs. The color guard is getting ready to exit the field. We've done the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, even had some fireworks at the end of the national anthem. Cyclones are going to be taking the field soon as the color guard is making their way off the junior ROTC program that was started a few years ago here at Russellville High School. Good evening. I'm Mickey Duval. As we continue our pregame show here we're on FM 102.3. We're also streaming live on the internet at rivercountrykcjc.com. We're also on the Cyclone booth page if you want to watch us on YouTube. Many ways to see some Cyclone football, and we're ready to do that. It's the earliest game we've ever had for Cyclone football here, August the 25th. Previously, they played August 26th. This is the earliest date for a Cyclone game to start the football season. I bring my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. What do you see from tonight's game?
Well, one thing I see is Caden Rose. That's a name that you'll hear us call out quite a bit this fall. He's a receiver, defensive back. Caden's been hurt most of the summer, but he's been working out, getting stronger, and he's cleared to play tonight. We'll just have to see how much time he'll spend on the field. But he is, I don't know if he's the heart of this team, but he's an inspiration to these players, and he needs to be out there, and we'll just have to see how much he can play.
Yeah, it's going to be a big thing, I guess, for a lot of players. They moved this game back 1 hour because of the heat index. It's really not been effective because the sun has gone down, but the humidity is something that maybe they're not ready for. And we always have issues with the first game of the year anyway because it's different. The game speed is different. And we'll see how that affects both teams tonight. We're going to take a break. This is the Lexon pregame show. Lexon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexon-inc.com/football to learn more. We'll come back with more of your pregame show. You're listening to Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust us.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along. Mike, it is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Arkansas Delta Byways is linked by 2 national scenic byways, Crowley's Ridge Parkway and Arkansas section of the Great River Road. You can use these routes as primary arteries through the Arkansas Delta, following loops and spurs to venture even further off the beaten path. Add to your adventure by focusing on specific themes to make new discoveries. Check out our new website at deltabyways.com to plan your trip today.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Back to school season is here, and Burris Into Market has your school supplies covered for students and teachers, plus they can deliver to your office. So whether you're in need of a new office chair or a whole new office, Burris Into Market has local folks who could guide you every step of the way and take care of you like family. Burris Into Market, your back to school and more store, 1419 East Main, Russellville, or call 968-4888.
Welcome back. We're at Cyclone Stadium. Russellville getting ready to take on Morrilton, the alma mater being played by the Cyclone Band. Russellville, 2 non-conference games this year. It was supposed to be that way last year, but remember, Hot Springs Lakeside bailed before we could get the second game of the year started. So we're going to try that again this year. We'll be going to Lakeside next week. Other games in the 6A West, our conference, Greenwood is at home hosting Stillwater, Oklahoma. Pulaski Academy is at Class 5A Joe T. Robinson. That'll be a pretty good game. Little Rock Central is visiting Little Rock Christian Academy. Lakeside, the team we're playing next week at Hot Springs, is actually going on the road. Not far, though, to Percy, Arkansas to take on Lake Hamilton. Greenbrier's at Farmington. Mountain Home will be at Nettleton. And, of course, Siloam Springs at home hosting Heritage. We'll try to get some scores of our conference throughout the evening, but also some local scores. Dardanelles at Little Rock Hall, Huntsville, Lamar, big game. A Hector at Mark Tree there. Bigelow's at Atkins. Dover at Johnson County West Side. And Pottsville travels to Elkins. The Cyclones here, we told you before we went to break that this is the earliest that Russellville's ever started a game. The previous earliest was last year, August 28th. Now, before that, Russellville had played a few games in August, in fact, 7 total, but remember, usually you started in September. But the earliest game before last year was back on August the 30th in 2012. Cyclones, of course, faced Morrilton. Cody Jones and Mitch Mullen combined to throw for 219 yards in that game. Mullen had 2 touchdown passes to Jalen Curtis and Mason Freeman. Kentrell Scott adding a rushing touchdown, and the Cyclones won the game 20-12. That's your inside look to some Cyclone history. Talking to Coach Wheeler, he said the most improved unit is the offensive line, so that's something that we're going to be looking at tonight. Remember, Tracy Daniels returns for Russellville. He had rushed for over 1,300 yards last year, and he didn't start at running back until the 4th game of the season. He was strictly a safety. Played running back, though, in junior high, so he wasn't new to the position. You heard Coach Wheeler sing his praises. He's about the only mainstay because Russellville's going with different quarterback look. They actually have 3 listed this year. But back up from last year, Luke Jones is going to be the starter wearing number 17. The starter from last year, D.A. Reed, they've got some package plays in for him, but he's going to be the starting defensive back over on the defense. Of course, that's big because Coach Wheeler, former defensive coordinator, and even though he's a head coach, you know he places a big importance on the defensive side of the football. Russellville still waiting to come out on the field. That just about does it for our pregame show, so we're going to take a break and then come back with the coin toss and the opening kickoff. This has been the Lexicon pregame show. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. You are listening to Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chicken Mart, your local chicken and more store, has some great deals to feed your family on a budget while supplies last at both their Arkansas Avenue and Weir Road locations. Assorted flavored pork loins, buy one and get one free. Breaded chicken breast chunks, buy one bag, get one bag free. Breaded chicken breast tenders, buy one bag, get one bag for free. Breaded chicken breast fillets, buy one bag, get one bag for free. Supplies are limited, so get these deals while they last only at your local Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store at both their Arkansas Avenue and Weir Road locations today.
The University of Central Arkansas delivers more than you ever imagined. So many programs, lots of housing options, top facilities, and opportunities for the future, all more accessible than ever. It's the full college experience of your dreams, with everything from city attractions to outdoor adventure. And it's just an easy drive away, because UCA lets you take on college your way. Are you ready for Bear Country? Get started now at uca.edu.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
They just had the coin toss, and the Cyclones won the toss. They elected to defer, and so Morrilton will get the ball. We want to tell you the captains for tonight's game for Russellville. Number 1, Tracy Daniels. Number 2, D.A. Reed. Number 53, Spencer Sisko. And number 99, Magnus Golden. You know that this is going to play out exactly the way Coach Wheeler wants to, because he loves to put his defense on the field. They got some pyrotechnics. That's new for this year. Also new, Russellville got new jerseys, new black pants, and even some changed up helmets. They got the red stripe down the side. I think they changed the Cyclone a little bit on one side, putting numbers on the other side. Kind of tough to see the Cyclone. I think fans here probably a little closer than us can see that. And so a different look for Cyclones. Time now for our Cyclone Watch. Watch on your radar. And it's not just because of the heat index. We're going to be watching cramps, because that seems to be the storyline for this game. Teams playing both ways, and we have seen that play a part in the last 4 games between these, the meeting between these two teams, and it's affected Morrilton more because they have a lot more guys that go both ways. But you know, Coach Wheeler, I mean, it's almost like I expect him to win the toss and elect to put his defense on the field to start both halves, because he is a defense-minded guy. But the guy across the way, Cody McNabb, is also a defensive-minded guy. Once again, when Coach Wheeler was at Tech, Cody McNabb worked for him, and then he left Tech to come here. McNabb did, to be our defensive coordinator. Went to go to Morrilton. That's the only place he's been a high school coach, and he won a state championship there for the Devil Dogs back in 2013. Of course, Coach Wheeler won a state championship as a defensive coordinator here for Russellville in 2016. Kircher Herring, number 41. He is not going to be playing defense tonight, but he has been cleared to kick, so he will be kicking off for the Cyclones as they'll be moving towards the north end of the stadium. That's the open end there with the concession stand, moving away from Cyclone Hill. Russellville in all black, Morrilton in all white. They changed back to maroon helmets, did Morrilton this year. Kircher Herring's going to kick this with a high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Running back towards the middle, across the 20-25. He's going to be tackled just shy of the 24-yard line, and that's where Morrilton will set up shop. Returning that kickoff for Morrilton was Dante Cox, one of their wide receivers, number 19.
And number 99, Golden, is the one who brought him down. Good tackling, open field tackle.
9-yard return. I'm sorry, put at the 29. So check, that was a 14-yard return. And Morrilton, they have 2 very good running backs. We saw one of them last year, Tate. He gets the call here. He'll pick up just 2 yards to the 31-yard line. Destin Tate, number 25, he rushed for over 1,300 yards last year, 9 touchdowns. Keaton Robinson, number 21, is the backup. He's a heck of a backup. In the benefit game against Conway, he took one to the house of 61 yards. 2nd down and 9. They rotating quarterbacks. The one we saw some last year, number 1, Weston Keaton, was not getting the start. It is Maddox Berry, number 18. He'll throw its completed pass on the screen pass. Got the first down across the 40 to the 41-yard line to Dante Cox.
And number 26, Sims, brought him down. That's a good call by Morrilton. You have to give him credit for that.
Pickup of 10 yards on the play. We don't expect them to throw much. It's something that they're having to work through. They said they got some talented receivers, but they didn't know if they could get the ball to them. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the short side of the field, the right side, and we have movement going against Morrilton.
Official timeout.
Saw the flag fly. Well, I thought it was moving against Morrilton. No, it's offsides against Russellville. Maybe we drew him offsides. As soon as you jump in that neutral zone, you cannot get back in high school football. So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Devil Dogs. Opening drive for Morrilton. They started at their own 29-yard line, picked up a first down on the pass play. Now they're going to go with a little bit different look. Man in motion. End up almost as an S-back. They're going to play action pass to Tate. Here's a pass out in the flat, and he's going to be slung down after a pickup of 1. That was to the man in motion. And number 15, Jamarcus Standridge, I believe, is the one that caught that.
And Thomas, number 0 for Russellville, was out there. Wasn't fooled by the fake.
Yeah, Darian, he's changed his number this year. Went from 38 to 0 with the new jerseys. Here on 2nd down. Here's the give to Tate. He's got the first down into Cyclone territory, just inside the 45-yard line to the 44. Destin Tate, saw enough of him last year in our game. Remember, Morrilton won that game 13-7. Russellville had tied. It was a scoreless first half. Russellville tied it. Morrilton took the lead with just under 6 minutes to go. Missed the extra point. Russellville had a chance, drove into Morrilton Devil Dog territory, couldn't punch it in. The Cyclones have dropped their first game of the season. 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Empty backfield once again. Pass, screen pass, and a complete, and they should have dropped it because Russellville's going to drop the receiver behind the line of scrimmage. I think that was Destin Tate, the running back, out there.
And that's, again, Thomas, number 0, was out there to meet him about the time he caught the ball.
They lose yardage because of that. Loss of 2 on the play. Maddox Berry, the sophomore, 3 of 3 for 10 yards, but he lost 2 on that pass play. Tate goes back in the backfield now. 2 receivers to each side. Short side of the field is the left side. 2nd and 12 from the Cyclone 46. Motioning up to the line now is Tate. Again, empty backfield. Berry back to pass, looking left all the way. It's completed pass inside the 40-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. I think that was Champ McNabb, the sophomore, who's the 3rd-string quarterback, but a start.
D.A. Reed, number 2, was there to drive him out of bounds.
3rd down and 5. Now their kicker he tore his ACL within the last couple of weeks, so they may be thinking 4-down territory anyway. Russellville got in the neutral zone, but not quite in the neutral zone. I was worried we just jumped off sides. Long count here, but they got plenty of time, 10 seconds to snap the ball. Complete pass out in the flat again to McNabb. Again, he's got positive yards, got the first down inside the 35. They're spotting the ball at the 33. Needed 5, they got 6, so a first down for the Devil Dogs. 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Remember, we started at 8 o'clock because of the heat advisory. We can all thank Todd Jacobian for looking out for everybody along the state. Here's McNabb. Going to be a backwards pass to McNabb. He's a quarterback. He's got a man wide open. It's going to be complete for a touchdown for Morrilton. On the trick play, a backwards pass. McNabb found Dante Cox, who was wide open. Caught it inside the 10. It wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him. Champ McNabb, the 3rd-string quarterback, gets the touchdown pass to Cox, and Morrilton has struck first blood. They lead at 6-0.
Well, the pass was a little short, but we couldn't catch up with the receiver.
He gone in motion. The extra point is going to be good, and that's 7-0. The Morrilton Devil Dogs take the opening kickoff, drive down, score touchdown. We're going to take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Russellville 0.
Guy Wire in you.
Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Morrilton goes 71 yards in 8 plays in 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the opening drive. Champ McNabb on the trick play, catches the backwards pass, throws it for 33 yards to Dante Cox for the touchdown. Micah Creech kicked the extra point, and it's 7-0. Russellville will now get their first opportunity to have the offense on the field. I don't know what the holdup is, but they haven't started the play clock. Morrilton just now coming out on the field. Russell with a couple players back deep. I can't tell who they are. They can turn to the side so we can see, but they two returners back inside the 15-yard line. I'm sure one Mackay Foster, but this is not even going to get to him. It's going to be a short kick. Russell's going to field bounds, so that was Peyton Harrison, the wide receiver for Russellville. Just get a couple yards, and that's all they needed to do.
You wonder if they did that on purpose to keep the ball out of Foster's hands.
Mackay is electrifying when he gets his hands on the football. But Russell will take that. They get good field position. We'll get to see Luke Jones. Saw him some in some backup duties last year. Saw him in both playoff games. He'll be a quarterback. And, of course, Tracy Daniels, the starting tailback, number 1. And Daniels going to get the call, running short side of the field. Breaks an arm tackle. He takes it to the 45 and takes on a lick. And he delivers some punishment there to Chisholm before he goes out of bounds. But a first down run for Tracy Daniels.
Good strong run by Daniels coming to this left side.
At the 47-yard line.
I say a first down. It was 9 yards, so it's a yard shy of a first down. They put it at the 47 where he stepped out of bounds, what they say. Play action pass. Luke Jones throwing in the flat, complete for a first down into Devil Dog territory. They're going to put him down at the 49-yard line. I think that's Warnick Howell. I can't tell who caught the football, but it looked like Warnick Howell.
Yeah, number 20.
Warnick Howell last year caught 4 passes and 2 for touchdowns. That's going to hurt his average a little bit there. Complete pass to Howell in the flat here on first down. Makes nice little move to get inside the 45. The ball comes free, but they did not throw down the beanbag. They said the ground. He was on the ground before he lost the football. So they're going to put it down at the 44.
Yeah, he made a good move to gain a couple of yards before he was brought down.
5 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 5. Howell now 2 catches for a total of 9 yards, had a first down on 1. Empty backfield? No, it's going to be Tracy Daniels straight behind Luke Jones. He'll get the call running short side, hurdles a man, a flag. And the way we're not celebrating, I think it's going against us. I can see the coaches, even as Tracy Daniels is breaking free, they were not celebrating. So I figure they knew it was coming back.
Must be a holding.
The flag is back at the 47. If it is holding, it's going to be more than a 10-yard penalty. They're going to put the flag down at the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to hand it back. They're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage. So the fact that they marked it at the line of scrimmage means he does not get credit for the carry 10 yards from the spot, meaning if he would have rushed 10 yards down the field, they call it there. Tracy gets the yards there.
46-yard line.
Tough break for that offensive unit.
Yeah, 2nd down and 16 here. And now we have flags fly again. Well, they blew the cannon. We see the smoke going across the field. They were a little early on that. A false start against Cyclones. Russell going the wrong way here.
5-yard penalty.
So we get a holding penalty and then a false start, make it now 2nd down and 20. We're going the wrong direction. We need the Devil Dog 38-yard line for a first down. They got 4 offensive linemen up there. Everybody else checking the sideline. The offensive coordinator, Coach Harrison's up here calling the plays. 2 receivers to each side. Jones going to look short side of the field. Complete a pass to Caden Rose. He's going to be slung out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and he's the one you talked about at pregame. It's just miraculous that he's even able to suit up. He's a quick healer because initially when he had that injury during the summer, they were saying they were hoping by week 3 he might be ready, and here he is ready week 1.
Yeah, it's got a small brace on his left ankle, but seemed to be moving pretty good after he caught that ball.
4 yards on the pickup, 3rd down and long. Russellville trailing 7-0. 7:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Jones back to pass, plenty of time. He's going to take a shot downfield. Got Mekhi Foster down there. Incomplete pass. A flag comes. They reached out and grabbed his right arm. He was not able to go for it because of that, so the pass interference. Now, I don't know if that's going to give Russellville first down because it's a 15-yard penalty, and I think Russellville had a little more than that to go. I think had 16 yards. It's not a spot foul. It's not the NFL. And there's no automatic first downs.
15-yard penalty.
So it is going to probably more manageable 3rd and very short. They're going to put it down at the 40. Yeah, 15-yard penalty, 3rd down and a long one. Russellville will have the ball at the Devil Dog 40-yard line. They need to get almost to the 38 for the first down. Jones, hard count. He'll give it to Tracy Daniels up the gut. He's got the first down, leaning forward to the 37-yard line. But that's enough for a Cyclone first down.
I think everybody in the stadium, plus Morrilton, knew who was going to get the ball, but he was able to break through. Good push by that offensive line.
Russellville going quickly here as a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Morrilton. Russellville trailing by a touchdown. Here's the give on the trap play. Tracy Daniels started right, and he's plowing forward. Got hit at the 35. He's going to get a couple more yards to the 32.
Had 4 defenders hanging on to him, was still able to gain about 3 yards.
5 yards on the pickup. Daniels 17 yards. Russell going to milk this one a little bit more. They'd gone quick after that first down. 6:08 left to play here in the first quarter, trailing by a touchdown. This is Russell's opening drive. Daniels the call on the sweep. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle at the 30, down the sideline. Going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 20-yard line of Morrilton.
Enough for another Russellville Cyclone.
Tell you about our sponsor sponsoring first down this year is A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. They're going to mark him down right at the 20. So in the red zone for Russellville. First trip red zone this year. 12 yards on the pickup. Now 29 yards on 4 carries for Mr. Daniels. He'll move to the left side of Jones, take the handoff on the draw play, and he'll get a couple yards, and that'll be it. Remember, Tracy rushed for over 1,300 yards last year. Did not start at tailback until the 4th game of the season. 18 touchdowns running the football. Last year, 6 games he rushed for over 100 yards, including 271 against Van Buren. Just under 20 yards shy of the Cyclone single-game record. 2nd down and 8. Jones back to pass, throwing into traffic, complete to Caden Rose, who took a big lick, pops right back up, but he ran towards the middle of the field where the big uglies are in there, and he took a lick.
3rd down.
But he was able to hold on to the ball.
The Devil Dog 18-yard line.
Third down and 8. Completed pass for no gain, and now we have a flag flying. And I think Morrilton jumped into the neutral zone on this one. So instead of 3rd, we'll be seeing a 3rd and 3 for Russellville.
3rd down and 3.
Russellville started this opening drive on their own 38-yard line after the pooch kickoff by Morrilton. Cyclones trailing 7-0. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. This is the pace of play that Morrilton likes. They like to play at a slower pace, and we're not used to seeing that in our conference opponents. Here's the give to Tracy Daniels, bouncing to the outside. He's got the first down inside the 5-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds at the 4.
Marked out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and that's
a better
Russellville Cyclone.
Realty a better way, first down, and Russellville's going to have first and goal just inside the 5-yard line at the 4, ball on the left hash mark.
There's a smart run by Daniels, taking it, not going up the middle, but taking it to the outside.
I think he's going to get the chance to score here. Although goal is the best time to play action. Nope, they're going to give it to Daniels, and he stops on a dime, cuts it up in the middle, and scores a touchdown. Looked like the entire flow was going left side. He cut it back up in there and got the touchdown. Tracy Daniels scores the first touchdown of the season for the Cyclones, and Russellville's 1 point away from tying this game.
That was quite a hole there in that offensive line they made. It just, I don't even know if he was touched.
He ran with great vision there, and like you said, the offensive line that Coach Wheeler praised so well. They're trying to start the play clock at 25. That's what the holdup is here as we're waiting the extra point. Kircher Herring on to kick the extra point. Snap is down. The kick is definitely long enough, and it's good. Russellville ties it here at 7 after Tracy Daniels' 4-yard touchdown run for the Cyclones, and then Kircher Herring adding the extra point. That extra point brought to you by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need auto repair shop, you can count on. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen's Summer of Sports Cars continues to keep the heat on with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet. This is the last year for Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen Casino is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite game. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back. The Cyclones tying the game here at 7. We're looking at the scoring summary here, trying to pull that up for you. It was a 62-yard drive and 11 plays. Russellville did it in exactly 4 minutes. 4:38 left to play here in the first quarter, and we're all knotted up at 7. Last year, this game was scoreless at halftime, and this year, both teams scoring a touchdown on their first possessions. Kircher Herring will kick this one. He'll scoot. It goes off a up man for Morrilton, and they have to retreat to cover that. As soon as they hit that guy, it's a live ball, even if whether he's 10 yards or not. I don't know if he was at 10 yards. He was recovered by the Devil Dogs at the 32 for no return. And so Morrilton will start at their own 32-yard line for their second drive.
That ball didn't even get off the ground by 3 feet, I don't think.
He was scooting it. You know, if it takes the right bounce, it could bounce back toward you. I don't know if that's what he was trying to do. Well, a heavy dose of Destin Tate, but we actually saw Maddox Berry throw it around a little bit, and they scored on a trick play. We'll see what they dial up here. Tate is the running back. He's going to get the call running left side, breaks an arm tackle. He's across the 35 before he gets to the 37. Pick up a 5 yards for the Devil Dogs. Destin Tate now, 3 carries for 15 yards.
Very big, strong running back for Morrilton.
Yeah, they've used him out of the backfield a lot too. I mean, last year he was used in the passing game. He actually averages 10 yards a catch last season, man in motion. Tate's still the running back, play action to him, throwing complete pass to McNabb. He's got the first down. He takes it left side across the 47-yard line. A late flag coming in. We're going to have to check this. He had already had the first down going down when I saw the flag come out. They spotting it at the 46-yard line, which would be a first down, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Personal foul, face mask.
It's a face mask penalty against the Cyclones. That's what I was afraid of, but I didn't see it. Usually that's what happens. So it's tacked on to the spot. So it's a 9-yard pickup, and they put them down in Cyclone territory all the way down to the 39-yard line. So that's the 4th penalty against the Cyclones here in this first quarter for 35 yards. You know that's got to aggravate Coach Wheeler. He's not like giving up real estate. First down for the Devil Dogs. We're tied at 7. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. stop the man in motion as the S-back. Play action pass. They'll throw it to the S-man, a little high on that. They were trying to go to Dante Cox.
It was well covered by the Cyclones. If he had caught that ball, I don't know if he was going to make much yardage at all.
Yeah, I don't think there was much room for him. I feel like the quarterback wishes he had that one back, and the receiver probably wishes he would have caught it. And I think they probably found fault on both. Got a score in the first quarter with 3 minutes left. Elkins leading Pottsville 7-0. There's a bad snap. It never got back to the quarterback. Ball's on the turf, and I think Morrilton covered it. And somehow Maddox Berry, the quarterback, got that. I don't see how, because it looked like there was already a big pile before he was able to even get near it.
Yeah, number 51, Ledford for the Cyclones, was going for it. I thought he had it there for a minute, but
we'll take it. It's a 3-yard loss. So 3rd down and 13. They need the Cyclone 29-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers each side. Russellville, only 2 down linemen on this play. Berry back to pass, throwing far side, incomplete, and almost intercepted. Russellville had 2 guys in the area, and now decision time. Do you punt it? Do you go for it? I think 13 yards may be a little too much, and I think they are going to punt the football away.
I watched this punter in warm-up. He likes to run to his right to kick the ball.
Mackay Foster. I bet they don't kick it to Mackay, though, because he is fine fielding it anywhere. Right now, he's hovering around the 10-yard line. They are going to kick it away from him. Russellville almost got to it. It's a beautiful kick. It's going to hit inside the 5 at the 1 and take a Russellville bounce into the end zone. Like seeing that.
The Cyclones will have first down and 10.
Russellville will have it at the 20-yard line with 2:51 left to play here in the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 7.
That was good pressure by the Russellville defense, keeping that punter from running to his right. He had to take a few steps, but not like what he was doing in practice.
Next week, we'll be on the road going to Hot Springs to watch Russellville take on the Lakeside Rams. All right, Russellville's second drive on offense on first play, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're going to hand it off to Tracy Daniels, and nothing going there. That's the first carry he's had for loss of yards as he loses 2 on the play.
2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
Well, that Morrilton defense stacked the line on the right side, and it was just hard to break through.
Well, if any Razorback fans are as old as me, you remember a guy named Joe Lee Dunn, and that's kind of the way Coach McNabb likes to play his defense. It's a 3-4, but he'll bring pressure from anywhere at any time. Sometimes he'll have all the linemen stand up. You never know what he's going to dial up. On 2nd down and long, Jones rolling to his left. He's throwing it. It's a complete pass. Warnock Howell with a diving catch signals first down as he got the ball at the 34-yard line.
That's enough for another Russellville Cyclone.
Put it down at the 33, and Russellville going to go quick after this first down.
Ball is at the 33-yard line.
That is a Better Way Realty first down. Russellville now kind of having problems going with the NASCAR package. They're lining up now. Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Morrilton jumped, but not in the neutral zone, and they're going to smother up this first one. Russellville trying to break free. Tracy Daniels just nothing going. They had stacked up that line almost like they were in the huddle with us, and we lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's like Morrilton knew what was coming after that pass. What I like about that previous play on that pass, Howe knew where the first down marker was, and he was going to get past that before he ever received the ball. Smart play.
2nd down and 13. Ball at the 30-yard line. Back to pass, Jones. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to heave it downfield. He was hit as he throws. It's complete. Russellville's going to score a touchdown. 20, 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. 70 yards. But we have a flag back at the 50-yard line. This would be the 2nd touchdown called back. I didn't see who caught the football. And it may not matter. Is this going to be offensive pass interference? Russellville's coming back. Morrilton's close enough to the white hat as he's talking. We'll be able to see. I didn't see who caught it and scored.
I'm still trying to get his number.
I thought that was Warnock Howell down there, but I don't know if it was him that broke free. Could have been Peyton Harrison.
Yeah, Howell, number 20.
But they are talking at about the 42-yard line. The flag is right around midfield, or was right around midfield. It would have been a 70-yard touchdown pass. Russell's either taking the lead or they're getting their second touchdown called back. It's looking like it's bad news for the Cyclones.
That's what Morrilton wants. They're walking back, but well, there's 3 officials. They're really taking their time, which is good. They need to talk it over and make sure everybody's on the same page. Another official who has the ball actually is at around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that flag is there at the 48 on Morrilton's 48, and this is a long discussion. It's the 118th season for the Cyclones, the 94th meeting between Morrilton and Russellville. And even though it's the most teams, or the most number of times we played anybody, it's not really, doesn't ever feel like it's the main rivalry. For so many years, it was Russellville-Conway.
Now, here it comes.
Yep, we're going to see. Pass interference against Morrilton. I have no idea what just happened.
How could it be pass interference against Morrilton?
The play is a penalty against the Devil Dogs.
So?
And they're having.
The ball is being placed at the Devil Dog 42-yard line.
The only way they can explain this to me is if he didn't catch it. I don't understand that it goes as a 28-yard penalty. I have no idea what happened. But Russell has it 1st and 10. We're going to have to figure this one out. Tracy Daniels is going to carry inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. Russell went from the 30, their own 30, to the 42 of Morrilton, and I don't know what happened. It was 28 yards of penalty yards, and I'm really confused. Somebody, we'll get an explanation before we're off the air. All right, on 2nd down, Luke Jones throwing is going to throw it away. Man was covered. He did the smart thing. And we're going to talk about it, see if it's I think they may get us on intentional grounding here.
No flag yet.
Okay,
there
yep,
it went.
Yeah, it is. I'm afraid that's what it was going to be.
Timeout.
It's going to be an intentional grounding penalty against the Cyclones.
Of course, it's hard to see the field when you're running as a quarterback, but he did have a man open up the field about 7 yards.
This has been the weirdest series. Had a touchdown call back for a penalty on the other team.
Penalty on the play against Russell.
It's a 5-yard penalty from the spot. So it's going to put Russell back at the 48-yard line of Morrilton.
3rd down and 16.
3rd and 16 for Russellville. Still have no idea what happened. Got it 3rd and 16. Tie ball game at 7. Pass to Abington. He's got some room. He's going to get inside the 40 to about the 39. And Russell's got a decision to make here on 1st down. Abel Abington on that catch.
Abington, 4th down and 7.
And Russell's keeping there. That's the first catch for Abington. He was injured all of last year. 2 receivers to each side here on 4th down. Russell needs almost to the Devil Dog 32 for a 1st down, and that's going to wind up the first quarter. We'll take a break. We're all tied at 7 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
A brother, a cousin, a friend, anyone. While there are treatment options available, the best medicine is prevention. Just don't do it. If you or someone you know needs help, just go to meovermeth.org. Stop it before it starts. Choose me over meth. Sponsored by CSI Region 6 Prevention.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Getting ready to start the second quarter of play. What are your thoughts of the first quarter?
Blue Chip Ice for providing the cooler and ice for the sideline cooling.
All right, Russellville 84 total yards, the Devil Dogs 77. Both teams had 6 first downs. Russellville 38 through the air and 46 on the ground. Morrilton, the flip side, 65 through the air and 12 on the ground. But it's been some penalties and some weird penalties. As Russellville penalized 5 times for 49 yards and the Devil Dogs 3 times for 48 yards.
Well, that last one was the weirdest penalty of them all. Not the last penalty, but the 70-yard touchdown pass. Where the penalties on the defense, we score a touchdown, but they bring it back.
Bring it back, mark it off on the defense. Yeah, got a text from our buddy Jim Garner. And his Benton Panthers play tomorrow night. He said, if he's stumped, then I know something's wrong. He's a lot smarter than I am. Russellville, as we open the second quarter, looking at 4th down and 7 at the Devil Dog 39-yard line. Here's a sweep play to Tracy Daniels. He's got the corner. He's got more. He's got the first down at the 20. 15-10 slung down inside the 10-yard line. How about that on 4th and 7? Going to trust it to Tracy Daniels. He gets inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 7, a pickup of 32 yards on the play.
A very smart run by Daniels, waiting on his blockers, and then when he saw the blocking take shape, that's when he put on the speed and went down the sideline. Very smart run.
First down and goal for Russellville at the 7. This is Russellville's second drive. Their first one ended in a touchdown. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones looking left the entire time. It's going to be almost intercepted, but falls incomplete. And that was going to the house if they would have picked that off. Their outside linebacker read Jones's eyes the entire way. And Russellville very, very fortunate on that.
Yeah, I don't think Jones ever saw the linebacker. He was watching his receiver and who was actually open going into the end zone.
Second down and goal at the 7-yard line. Now no receivers wide left, short side of the field. They're going to give it to Tracy, running sweep. He stops it, cuts it back towards the middle, and he'll get just inside the 5. They're going to say his knee was down at the 5-yard line, so a pickup of 2 on the play. Russellville has it 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
You know, Daniels has been very successful running to the left side of that offensive line, and Morrilton's beginning to stack it over there a little bit. We might see a play where he comes back to the right. Some type of sweep.
Russell play clock down to 10. They're probably going to call timeout here. So we're going to take a quick 30-second break as Russell's looking at 3rd down and goal. Tied up at 7. Cyclones knocking on the door at the 5. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Their first.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Insurance, Craig Campbell.
Russell looking at 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. This drive started on the 20-yard line. Been a weird drive for Russellville. They had a touchdown called back because of a penalty against Morrilton. Ended up being a 28-yard penalty. We'll get some explanation at some point, maybe Saturday, before we understand that one. It'll all be good as long as the Cyclones can score here. They're facing 3rd down and 5, and I'll bet you Coach Wheeler's saying this is 4-down territory. Unless something bad happens, you lose like 20 yards. Third down and goal from the 5-yard line. Man in motion. Daniels in the backfield with Jones. He's going to roll to his right. Being chased. Going to throw for the end zone. Is going to be intercepted. Underthrew his receiver. He was well covered. I can't tell who got the interception. It looks like Rasheed Criswell. I couldn't even tell, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell who he was going for.
He was going for Foster, and he was well covered.
Yeah, just didn't see it, and Rasheed is one of the free safeties, so he might have snuck up in there. And so that's going to end up being a touchback. He didn't really have a choice, but you're coached. When that happens, you do not run the ball out because you're going to get the ball at the 20 right there. So the first turnover for Russellville. That's how they end their second drive. As we start the third drive for Morrilton, they'll run the sweep with Tate. Can't really get the edge. You'll pick up a yard, maybe two, and that'll be it.
Second down and 9, Morrilton at the 21.
Good takedown by Burnell, number 27. He hit him around the ankles and brought him down immediately.
That was good. Tate's been for last season. That's only just his 4th official carry for 16 yards. He rushed for 1,317 yards, I should say, last year. 2 receivers to each side on second down and long. Maddox back to pass, throwing complete, stopping on a dime there. The receiver, he's at midfield. He's going to be chased down from behind at the 35-yard line of Russellville. That's the man who caught the touchdown pass, Dante Cox. Maddox Berry found him. He wasn't in stride, just a little hook-in pattern. And, boy, he showed some speed to pick up some yards after the catch, all the yard line to pick up a 44 yards on the play. Nearing the 10-minute mark, it's 10-10 left as they stop the clock to move the chains. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Berry now with Tate to his right. And it's a bad snap once again, but picked up by a lineman, and he covers it up at about the 38-yard line. That's the second bad snap that Morrilton has had.
Loss of 2.
Tucker Dunlap, the guard, was able to recover that.
37-yard line.
That's the second fumble, but they haven't lost any of them. Second down and long for the Devil Dogs. High snap there. Berry throwing and a sliding catch. Did he catch it? No, they're going to say it hit the turf. Sliding attempt there by the tight end. Just inside the 30. It'll go as an incomplete pass, and third down coming.
I couldn't tell who it was, but there was pressure put on the quarterback. Had a defender right in his face.
Looked like Roden is who they were going to there. Third down and 13. Maddox Berry now 7 of 10 for 76 yards. He hadn't missed much, but missed there. 2 receivers to each side. Tate motions out of the backfield. They could be throwing it to him. A high snap goes over the head of Berry. He's going to cover it back at midfield. 3 bad snaps in this game for Morrilton and 2 on this drive that hit the turf. This one goes all the way back to the Cyclone 49-yard line.
4th down and 23.
And that takes them out of any thoughts of going forward, I'm sure. 4th down and 24, and they're going to have to punt the football away at Russellville, not ready, as Morrilton was getting ready to snap the football, and they were going to catch Russellville with too many men on the field, so Russellville calls timeout, does the smart thing. We'll take a quick break. 8:48 left to play here in the first half, all tied at 7. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Russellville using their second timeout. That's a good use of the timeout. Usually you want to save your timeouts in the second half, but you were going to get caught. Now, it would not have been penalty on Russellville. Would not have given them a first down, but You don't want them to, as we're running off the field, to try a fake punt or something, you know. So smart coaching there by Coach Dave Wheeler, and call the timeout, get settled. You got 8:48 left. Russellville, this will just be their third drive. Mekhi Foster back at the 15-yard line. This one a good snap, but he stutter steps. He gets a punt away, and it's going to hit in front of Mekhi, just inside the 20. Take a little bit of a Morrilton roll inside the 15, down around the 13-yard line. He's Buckley, the punter there.
13-yard line.
A very high punt.
Yeah, 36 yards.
Couldn't do anything with it.
First down and 10, Russellville.
That double dog drive ends in a punt. Russellville's the previous drive ended in a interception in the end zone. Russellville gets it back. They got a long way to go. 87 yards away. See if we get another touchdown called back. How about that? We've had 2 so far, and one I don't understand. One a penalty on us, and it was actually a good call. The other one I still don't get. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to give it to Tracy Daniels up the gut. He leans forward across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play.
To the 17, gain of
Tracy now 84 yards on 13 carries. He rushed for over 100 yards 6 times last season. And he's almost doing that here in the first half. Could get it on this drive. We'll stop and go as he cuts back to the right. He breaks free across the 25. He's nearing midfield. He may go the distance down the left side. The 40, the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone for the touchdown. 83 yards.
84 yards.
He had 84 yards rushing before that play, picked up 83 right there.
That ought to take some wind out of the Morrilton defense.
And this is his 7th game of his career for rushing over 100 yards, and we still have 7:58 left to play here in the first quarter. How about that? I love those 2-play drives. I'm okay with that. Cyclones take the lead. 13-7, Kircher Herring.
Well, they're not making a call, are they?
Well, the flag was down on the far side. We're waiting to see if they pick up, wave it off, or what. Now, if it was a helmet issue, if the helmet's taken off by an opponent, could that have been a face mask? Or?
Well, the white hat's not doing anything. He's got his hat off, wiping his head.
Yeah, well, they're over talking to Wheeler. Like you said, the man in the white hat, he's around the 7-yard line. Nobody's around him. Both teams are over at their respective benches, but close by. As it sits right now, it's 13-7. Coach Wheeler gets an explanation. Looks like he's okay with the explanation, but I don't know what the call is. Is it? I wonder if it's a dead play because somebody's helmet came off. Is that what they're ruling?
There's no signal whatsoever from any official.
The flag was down, so that's what had confused me. And the only thing I can think is that somebody's helmet came off and they blew it dead. It goes in the books as a 2-point try that fails. So Russellville leading 13-7, so we don't get to send you to a break here. But we'll tell you the stats of that drive. 37 seconds, 87 yards and 2 plays. Tracy Daniels took it to the house from 83 yards out. Russellville leads at 13-7. This was the exact score of the game last year. Russellville got beat by Morrilton by the score. Kircher kicked one high, and then he kicked one low. Let's see what he does this one, see if he splits the difference. He'll scoot this one. It's going to be covered by Morrilton. No, it pops free, and Russell's going to cover it at the 46-yard line. I don't know who fell on it, but I know a Cyclone did because there's 2 guys right there. It bounced off a Morrilton Devil Dog, and Russellville has it at the 46. And the Cyclones come up with it, and that's Owens. Is that number 24, Owens, that came up with that?
I think he did.
Numbers for Russellville, number 24. And the Cyclones.
And number 24, yeah. The Cyclones came up with it.
46-yard line.
And Russell's going to have it at the 46. So now both teams have turned the ball over. This is fantastic for the Cyclones, though, because it's right after you scored. Let's see if they go up top here quickly. Yep, play action pass. Luke Jones, he's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man and is incomplete, just out of the reach of the intended wide receiver. Is that Caden Rose down there?
Yes, it is. He had his man beat.
You know, I don't care what happens. I mean, of course, I care what happens after this drive, but I like that aggressiveness. Even if you don't get it, take the shot.
Well, that's a
quick change. When there's a quick change, you go deep immediately. They're kind of discombobulated, getting their defense back out on the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones. Now they're going to go back to the running game. No, play action pass. It's complete on the screen pass to Mekhi Foster, who's slung down back at the 48-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress and a timeout as he was taken down. Mekhi a little slow to get up. He seems fine. He popped right back up, but they blew it dead, so he has to come out for a play. Loss of 1, about a half yard really on the play. 3rd down and long. 7:29 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones leading at 13-7. Both teams now with 1 turnover. Russellville 204 yards of offense in this first half, 108 for Morrilton. Most of that came on their opening drive. Okay, maybe it was their injury timeout because they have a guy limping off the field. I'm looking for Mekhi Foster. I don't see him out there, though. The guy limping off the field for them is Traylon Benz.
3rd down and 10 for the
Russellville needs the 36-yard line of Morrilton for a first down. 3 receivers to the left. 1 to the short side of the field, the right side. Man in motion. Crosses the face, that's Harrison. Jones looking on the wheel route. Harrison is juggled and complete at the 30-yard line. He juggled it, and he was able to pull it in before he fell down out of bounds to the 30, a 17-yard pickup.
30-yard line, and that's enough for another Russellville Cyclone.
Harrison kept his eyes on the ball. Wasn't worried about getting hit. He just wanted to bring it in, and he did a good job.
17-yard pickup for the Cyclones, and that's a first down, sponsored by Better Way Realty. Russellville looking at 1st and 10 from the Devil Dog 30, nearing the 7-minute mark. Russellville with 1 timeout, plenty of time. Here on first down, Jones going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, runs right up the gut, and he'll pick up about 4 yards just outside the 26-yard line. I think that's his official first carry of the game.
He did a good job faking to number 34, Prince. In fact, he got hit by a couple of defenders.
Luke Jones, 6'1", junior. You got a running back to his left. This looks like Ladarius Prince. Play action to him, throwing across the middle. It's incomplete on the quick slant. They collided with the linebacker, but it's not pass interference even if he was playing the football. I don't know if that was coverage or if he was just reading the eyes.
That was Hal, number 20.
3rd down and 6.
Ladarius Prince, the sophomore, was in there at running back. We saw him play a lot in the benefit game. Russellville looking at 3rd down and 6. Clock stops, 6:32 left to play first half.
Daniel's back in there now.
Tight formation. They're going to give it to Tracy right up the middle, and he takes a shot near the 20. He's got the first down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 7 on the play.
And that's enough for another Russellville Cyclone.
Tracy got over 100 yards on the big touchdown run of 83 yards. He's at 174 now on 15 carries and a couple of touchdowns. Russellville with the first down in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Man in motion, the S-back. Daniels in here at running back, following his blocking. He breaks free up the middle, cuts back at the 5, is into the end zone for a touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the game for Tracy Daniels, and the Cyclones lead it 19-7.
That was a great run right up the middle. A couple of fakes, had the defender just standing still.
19 yards, and Russellville, after recovering the muffed kickoff, they go 46 yards on the short drive, and looks like are they going to go for 2? No, they're going to kick the extra point. It wasn't a missed extra point by Herring. It was a bad snap. Russellville going to try to kick the extra point here. Caden Rose puts it down. Herring puts it through, and the Cyclones lead it by a score of 20-7. That extra point brought to you by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need auto repair shop, you can count on. We'll take a break. Cyclones 20, Morrilton 7. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business. Not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
For more than 150 years, Lyon College has provided endless opportunities for Arkansas students to contribute, create, and lead in our communities. Rooted in faith, Lyon combines a traditional education with a real-world experience in a beautiful small-town setting. As a new member of NCAA Division III, we're committed to providing opportunities for student-athletes to excel in the classroom and on the field. For more information on the Lyon College experience, visit lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world starting in Arkansas.
Cyclones go 46 yards in 7 plays after recovering the fumble on the kickoff. Tracy Daniels, his third touchdown of the night, carries it in from 19 yards out. Kircher Herring with the extra point. He's 2 of 2 tonight. Russellville leads it 20-7.
Even though that's a good run, but you have to give credit to that offensive line as well. Open up the holes. Reynolds, Cisco, Jack Gray. I mean, Daniels waited on his blockers, and then he put on the speed and the fake and scored. Just a great run.
Jack Gray moving to guard this year. He's got his first offer. He's been offered from Arkansas Tech. I think he's got more offers coming. Here's a little pooch kickoff once again. Morrilton can't cover it. Did Russellville just come up with it again? I think they did at the 40-yard line. The Cyclones have it once again.
And the kickoff recovered by the Cyclones.
The Cyclones cover it at the 40-yard line. And I think that's Darian Thomas. Is that number 0 there?
That's what I'm looking at.
I can't tell if it's 0 or 8.
I believe it was J.C. Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, J.C. Carter. Must be 8. Yep.
On the recovery.
J.C. Carter.
Cyclones have first down and 10 at the Devil Dog 40.
And let's see if the Cyclones want to go up top once again. This time they start at the 40-yard line of the Devil Dogs. They're going to have to talk about what to do on these pooch kickoffs, these little line drives. Not really an onside kick, just kicking it low and hard. Russellville going to hand off to Tracy Daniels. He's going to be covered up for no gain as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, the Devil Dog 40.
Correction, make that Armando Solis on the
Armando Solis.
Cyclones. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Okay, so it was number 8, not number 6.
40-yard line.
I thought it was 0 or 8 initially. Darian Thomas had changed from 38 to 0 with the new uniforms. Russell sporting the new uniforms and also new black pants and new logo on the helmet this year. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Second down at 10. High snap. Daniels gets the call. He'll get a yard, maybe 2, before being stacked back up. They give him the 39, so third down and long coming for the Cyclones. Tracy Daniels now, 194 yards on 18 carries and 3 touchdowns.
Well, that's twice they've ran up the middle, and Morrilton is just stacking it. There's no question they're watching to see where Daniels is at.
Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Third down and 9 for the Cyclones at the Devil Dog 39-yard line. Play action pass, little slip screen, complete. Russell's going to have the first down. It's Caden Rose. He gets past the 25, inside there to the 23.
Jones complete.
Well, if he could have got away from that last tackle, I don't know if he'd have scored. There was 2 defenders down there, but just some great moves by Rose.
I got to tell you, was that Caden Rose? I couldn't tell if that was Caden or Tracy.
And that's another Russellville.
I think it was Caden in there. Number 11 and number 1. The numbers are kind of close together. Yeah, it was Caden because it was play action. That's right. First down at 10. at the Devil Dog 22-yard line for the Cyclones. Russell going quick here. They're going to turn and give it to Ladarius Prince. He breaks free at the 20, cut down there as he gets to the 17-yard line. So the first official carry for the young sophomore there, Ladarius Prince. He gets 5 yards.
Got a Morrilton player down, but I think it's
timeout.
Now 2 players down and slow to get up.
I think he's got some cramp problems.
That was our focus on the Cyclone Watch tonight. This has always been an issue in this game, playing it early in the season and the humidity the way it is. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville leading at 20-7 with 3:39 left to play in the first half. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Moonlight Madness sale is now in progress. Save half off or more on footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Russellville looking to tack on some more points before the half. We're going to give you stats and scores at the halftime show. Also recap the first half for you. Russellville looking at 2nd down and 5 here, leading 20-7. Jones play action rolling to his right, throwing across the middle, and it's incomplete. Diving attempt by the receiver. I think that was Harrison on the dive. It brings up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, it was number 19. Those numbers are a little difficult to see.
They are. They're a little close together from as far back as we are.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 for Russell. Luke Jones now 9 of 14 for 71 yards. Harrison, that was the 2nd time he's been targeted tonight. Did have a catch for 17 yards, picking up a 1st down his first time. 3rd down for Russell. Prince, the running back. He's going to back up just a step behind the quarterback just to his right. Ladarius, they're going to fake to him. Luke Jones is going to keep it. He might have gotten a yard, and that'll be it. Just outside the 16-yard line, and I think Russell's going to go for it.
4th down.
I'm looking at Herring. He's still on the sideline, so Russell's going to go for it here on 4th down and 4. Clock rolling, nearing the 3-minute mark. Russellville up by 13 here on 4th down. Need the 12 for a 1st down, and Coach McNabb wants to take a timeout for the Devil Dogs. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leading 20-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Watch your money grow with First State Bank's My Rewards checking. Earn 4% APY on balances up to $25,000 and nationwide ATM fee refunds. Plus, First State Bank makes banking easy with mobile banking and drive-through banking 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Don't wait. Make the switch. Earn more interest with My Rewards checking. Now, qualifications must be met to earn 4% APY. If qualifications are not met, the account will earn 0.05 APY. That statement cycle. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Still timeout, injury timeout called. Had some players down. No, it wasn't an injury timeout. McNabb wanted a timeout just before Russellville ran that play. So still looking at 4th down. About 4 yards to go. Daniels back in at running back.
Russell looking at 4th down and 4 here after the timeout by Morrilton. And checking the sideline, check with me. Plenty of time on the play clock. Daniels moves to the right of Luke Jones. 2 receivers at each side. Jones back to pass, throwing across the middle, and it's batted down. Would have been enough for the 1st down, but knocked down by the safety, the one who had gotten the interception earlier, Criswell. He knocks it down, and Russell turns the ball over on downs. I don't know if he was going for Harrison over the middle again or not, but it was a good play there by Criswell, and Russell turns the ball over on downs.
Well, Harrison was there, and they had 3 defenders around him, so throwing into a crowd.
So the second turnover by the Devil Dogs yields no points for Russellville. Cyclones lead at 20-7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Devil Dogs. Back to pass, throwing completed on the screen and nowhere to go as the Cyclones driving backwards. That's McNabb on the reception, and he had nowhere to go as soon as he caught the football.
And number 0, Thomas, broke through a block to put him down just about the time the ball got there.
And it seems forever since Morrilton's had an offensive snap, because realize Russellville scored twice, and Morrilton's turned the ball over on the last 2 kickoffs. So it's been a long time since they've had their offense out on the field. In fact, clock time, it was 8:35 the last time they had it. Russellville's had 3 possessions since then. Second down and long, little slip screen, bubble screen coming back towards the middle. They're going to get back to the line of scrimmage a little more as they get to the 20-yard line. I think that was Tate. No, that was Sandridge that got the reception, and Morrilton going quickly now. Kind of surprised they're lining up quickly. I would slow it up if I were them, because if they do not get a first down here, they're going to have to kick it to Russellville. I bet if they don't get the first down here, Russellville will call a timeout. So they're going to milk the clock a little bit. The clock rolling at 1:45 left, 16 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 5 for the Devil Dogs at their own 21-yard line. Tate going to get the carry, trying to bounce it outside. Stiff arms a man back at the 18. Sidesteps another man. He gets the first down and gets out of bounds. Now Russellville will be okay if they run out the clock. And Morrilton, with the fresh set of downs and stepping out of bounds, they may be looking to go to their 2-minute drills. They get to the 27 there. 5 carries, 22 yards for Destin Tate. Russellville's kind of held him in check a little bit. The only touchdown for Morrilton came on their opening drive on a trick play. Tate will motion out of the backfield, empty backfield now for Berry. Back to pass, looking left. He'll throw it to Tate out in the flat, cuts back towards the middle. He's across the 35 and tackled there, but not before he picks up a first down at the 38-yard line of Russellville.
Tate doesn't have the speed, but boy, he's hard to bring down. He's just a very solid built young man.
That's he averaged 10 yards of reception last year. He picks up 11 there. 2 receivers to each side, almost in single file line on 1st and 10. They're going to give it off to Robinson, the first time we've seen him carry the football tonight, the backup running back. He'll cross the 40 to the 43, a pickup of 5 yards on the play. Keaton Robinson with that carry. Looking 2nd down and 5, Morrilton going quickly. They still have 2 timeouts, under a minute to play here in the first half. 2nd down. Maddox back to pass. He'll throw, incomplete. Look for the screen pass. McNabb actually fell down on the route. As Mary was trying to go to him, and Russellville actually got a hand on it. That stops the clock here with 37.5 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on Morrilton's 43-yard line. They need their own 48 for a first down. 2 receivers to each side. Maddox Berry back to pass. Looking right side. That's where he'll throw. He throws into double coverage. It's incomplete. There was a safety back there for Russellville. Was waiting on that reception, and then Morrilton Devil Dog actually tipped it out to him. And it's 4th down and 5. And with 34 seconds left of your Cyclones, what do? Do you come after this punt, try to block it? A cheap score. Do you set up the return? Mekhi Foster, they haven't really kicked it to him yet. He's just inside the 25. You see him counting. Make sure they have 11 guys. Russellville doesn't show that they're coming after this punt, playing it punt safe here. No, do a rugby-style kick. They kick it forward. Mekhi Foster's going to go over his head, take a Devil Dog bounce. It rolls inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
And the Morrilton punt rolls all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And Russell will take over there at the 2.
No return for the Cyclones.
55-yard punt. Russell will have it at 22 seconds left. And Russell probably just going to take a knee here, maybe run a running play to see if they can break one. I understand we're rejoined back on the radio side. Always have some technical issues on both sides, the radio and the stream. On junior high football, they don't wait for the ball to be snapped after a change of possession. They start it. Russellville has it 1st and 10 from their own 2-yard line, and Jones going to keep it straight up the middle on the quarterback draw. He'll pick up 3 yards to the 5, and that should be it. Unless there's a flag down, I think Russellville's content to go into halftime, leading 20-7. There's 10 seconds on the clock. It's rolling down. They don't have to snap it again, and that will take us to the end of the first half. Pretty good first half for Cyclones. They have 3 touchdowns, pick up a couple of turnovers off kickoffs. Some bright spots. They'll go into the indoor facility, leading here 20-7. We'll take a break, come back, we'll have the halftime show for you. You are listening and watching Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Today, Americans are more afraid of healthcare bills than the sickness causing them. Sadly, unaffordable premiums and deductibles leave many feeling insecure, confused, and afraid. Hi, this is Becky with HealthPlanLady.com, and no matter if you're self-employed, individuals, or families, you will be happy when you reduce your premiums. Have no copays and get a check after going to the doctor. Call or text now, 479-886-2475. That's 479-886-2475. HealthPlanLady.com. I'll treat you better.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Welcome back. The Cyclones will lead it here by a score of 20-7 at the half. Your thoughts of the first half?
Well, it has to be Tracy Daniels. He's just done a fantastic job running. And he seems like he's a more powerful runner than I remember him from last year. Instead of running out of bounds on a couple of plays, he took on the defender and gained an extra 2 to 3 yards. Therefore, on this one particular run, he reminded me, and some of the old-timers remember this like me, of the late Jim Taylor from the Green Bay Packers, number 31. He wouldn't even run out of bounds. He'd take on the defender. That's what Daniels was doing tonight. The thing I like about him, he doesn't put on any speed. He waits for his blockers. He waits for that offensive line, which in fact is doing a fantastic job. And then when there's the opening, you see the speed kick in. Also our receivers, they're getting open when the ball's thrown to them. When they catch it, they're holding on to it. Overall, I just think the defense and the offense has done a good job this first half.
Well, really the story, though, is when the Cyclones scored that touchdown and the next 2 kickoffs was the turnover by Morrilton. Not only did it yield 14 points or extra points for Russellville, it kept their offense off the field. Now they're playing from behind. And not really an offense that likes to play from behind. They're struggling to put the ball up in the air, even though they've tried it a little bit. The one big pass play they had was a trick play, a backwards pass and a forwards pass. And so sometimes the teams that like to keep the ball on the ground and milk the clock and shorten the game, they get behind, and it takes them away from what they are doing, and that's kind of what Russellville did and made Morrilton. They had 3 offensive drives before Morrilton had 1, just bang, bang, bang like that, and it took their offense out of the mix there in the second quarter. We're going to take a break. Come back, we'll give you the stats of the first half, also the scoring summary. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com. Libertycarwash.com/football.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat on the Dover Square is serving up delicious home-cooked meals and entertainment for the whole family. It's just like gathering at Grandma's house, but with live bands on the weekends. Karaoke on Tuesday nights and lots of stuff for the kids to play on. So bring the family to Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat 9733 Market Street in Dover. Open Monday through Saturday, 6:30 to 9, and Sunday buffet, 11 to 3.
$1.2 billion. Imagine what you could do with that much money. Well, thanks to the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, you don't have to imagine, because we can tell you exactly what's possible. You can fund more than 720,000 scholarships for Arkansas students. Scholarships that have educated teachers, nurses, engineers, welders, computer coders, and more, changing their lives and reshaping their communities in the process. So keep playing, Arkansas, and together we can imagine what happens next.
Welcome back. We'll give you the scoring summary of this first half as Russellville leads at 20-7. The Devil Dogs scored on the first series. They went to 71 yards in 8 plays, and it was a trick play that scored from 33 yards out as Champ McNabb took the backwards pass and then threw it to Dante Cox from 33 yards out. The extra point was good. Morrilton had in the first 3.5 minutes had a 7-0 lead, and then 3 consecutive touchdowns by the Cyclones to not only tie the game but then take the lead, and Russellville's I don't want to say run away with it, but it just sort of you feel good about it because of the way Morrilton's offense plays. They don't really like to play catch up football, and that's what's really helped the Cyclones in that first half, and I actually see how Morrilton comes out of the second half. Russellville had tied it on their first offensive series. It was a 4-minute drive, went 62 yards in 11 plays. Tracy Daniels, the first of 3 touchdowns. He scored from 4 yards out. That's how the first quarter ended after the extra point by Kircher Herring, and then Russellville scored twice in the second quarter. It was a 83-yard touchdown run by Tracy Daniels. Officially, it's called a 2-point conversion failed, but it was a bad snap. Russellville led it 13-7, and then they kicked a hard line drive on the kickoff and recovered it. And so Russellville, after recovering that, they go a short field, 46 yards in 7 plays in just a minute 52. It ended in a Tracy Daniels touchdown from 19 yards out. Herring added the extra point, 20-7. Russell didn't score again, but they did get the very next, I guess you'd call it onside kick. It was the second turnover for Morrilton. Russell didn't score. They turned the ball over on downs, but they kept Morrilton's offense off the field. That's how we stand here at a score of 20-7. We do have some scores to pass along to you, not many, but in the second quarter, Pulaski Academy, we're going to look at some conference opponents. Pulaski Academy shutting out Joe T. Robinson 22-0. At the half, Mountain Home is ahead of Nettleton 22-12. Lake Hamilton is trailing Hot Springs Lakeside 14-6. That's a first quarter score. Russellville goes to Hot Springs Lakeside next week. And I believe that's all we have. I know that that Greenwood was up big in the second quarter. Okay, I found it. They're playing Stillwater, Oklahoma in Greenwood. They lead it by a score of 35-14. That is a second quarter score. One local team to give you an update, Ozark leading Clarksville at the half by a score of 21-0. Another score to pass along with a 6A West team, Greenbrier, trailing Farmington at the half, 16-7. And I believe that's it. Remember, Russellville goes on the road for their final non-conference game next week at Lakeside, and then just 2 conference games, non-conference games this year as they turn around and start conference play. After that, Russellville will travel to PA. First time they've ever gone to PA. Last year was the first year that we played them. Russellville played them close. Only lost. It was closer than the score up here. They lost 34-17. Played them here, but we'll go to PA after Lakeside. Russellville does not get an open date until the last week of the season. That's the scoring summary, some scores from around the state. And here locally, we're going to take a break. Come back, we'll give you the stats of the first half. Russellville leading here at the half 20-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? Tony Martin is construction supervisor.
I go out and I look at whatever projects people may be needing done, whether it's additions, remodel work. On the construction end, a lot of times people, they have a vision of what they want, and what I try to offer them is my experience in this field. We just like to do the best that we can for our customers.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas in Russellville and follow them on Facebook.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil 1, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. And if you're looking for work, Mr. Brake and Lube is hiring with all training provided and competitive pay. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer.
At Phil Wright Autoplex in Russellville,
we know you have many places to buy a car. Our competitive pricing and no-pressure sales team
has made us your premier GMC and Chevrolet dealer in the River Valley for almost 50 years.
Our impressive inventory is changing daily. Shop online 24/7 at philwright.com.
For a simplified buying process, trust Phil Wright Autoplex. Great inventory, great prices, and an overall great buying experience. Exit 84 off I-40, Russellville.
Your best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family. From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
Welcome back, and we told you we're going to look at the stats, and we are also going to post the stats eventually, halftime stats, on our Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, just go to Cyclone Booth. You can always keep up with not just football, but all doings on, and we do want to send a congratulations to the Cyclone golf team and the Cyclone tennis team. Both teams picked up some big victories this week. We know that the Cyclone golf team is actually going to be going to Fort Smith on the Monday to play in the Ben Guerin Invitational. 8 teams, counting Russellville, will be in that tournament. You got some conference opponents. Van Buren, who's the 2-time conference champions. I know Harrison will be there. Lake Hamilton, Greenwood, and let's see, Alma also will be there. So 8-team tournament, and that'll be 18 holes on Monday. So good luck to the Cyclone golf team. 28-6 is the score of Lake Hamilton trailing Hot Springs Lakeside. Remember, we were supposed to play Hot Springs Lakeside here. There was a rain delay that delayed the start of the game. Lakeside ended up saying if we're not out on the field to take warm-ups by 8 o'clock, they were leaving, and they weren't kidding. By 8:30, they had pulled out, even though the area schools around here, Clarksville, Dardanelle, they will start their game just before 9 o'clock. We had no game. So Russellville actually ended up with 2 open weeks. Really not a true open week because they had to get ready for that game. Well, the return trip that never happened will be next week as Russellville will go to Hot Springs Lakeside. Russellville leading Morrilton here by a score of 20-7. We got an extended halftime because both bands performing, and we had heard that we talked to some of the Cyclone assistant coaches, and they, of course, pushing this game back because of the heat advisory today, and being in their new black uniforms and black pants, shirts, and helmets and all that. They said if they went into the indoor facility at halftime and they were just drenched, they were actually going to switch back to the jerseys from last year. And so they said they were alerting us because they may have some changing of the numbers. So, for instance, Darian Thomas, who is number 0 for this year, may be switching back to 38. So that's something to kind of keep in your mind if Russellville has a little bit different look when they come out. So they just don't want to sit for 25 minutes and still be sitting in wet clothes. They want to put on fresh uniforms and be ready to go. So we'll be looking at that. And they said now if it really isn't that bad, they're going to leave it the way it is. So Russ will be coming out, we know, in black uniforms. We just don't know if it's the one they were wearing for the first half or the ones they had last year. We'll give you the stats for the first half. Russellville, 278 total yards to Morrilton's 135. Again, big chunk of that on their first drive. We'll break down Russellville first. They had 71 yards in the air, 270 yards on the ground. Breaking that down individually, Tracy Daniels, 194 yards on 18 carries, 3 touchdowns, did have the big long run of 83 yards. The school record for a single game, several guys have it, of 4 rushing touchdowns in a game. But remember, last year, the single game rushing record, Cecil James held it years ago at 286, and Tracy Daniels challenged that against Van Buren. He came up a little bit short, just 15 yards short. He had 271 against Van Buren. He's already over 100 yards for the 7th time in his career and the first time of this season. Luke Jones had 3 carries for 8 yards, and Ladarius Prince did have a carry. The sophomore got 5 yards on his carry. Luke Jones, the quarterback, 9 of 15 for 71 yards, did have an interception into the end zone. Receiving, Howell and Caden Rose, each with 3 catches, both with 24 yards or less. Peyton Harrison had 1 catch for 17 yards. Not a whole lot of damage through the air. Really, the damage was done with the turnover margin on the 2 recovered kickoffs by the Cyclone special teams. And Coach Wheeler talks about that and says, you know, it's a special teams. That's the 3rd phase of the game. They place a lot of importance on that. For the Devil Dogs, Maddox Berry, their quarterback, was 10 of 15, very efficient for 92 yards. Champ McNabb, their receiver, who's also their 3rd-string quarterback, of course, had the touchdown pass of 33 yards on the trick play. Destin Tate, Russellville's held him in check, 5 carries for 22 yards. Keaton Robinson only had 1 carry for 5 yards. McNabb didn't just throw the touchdown pass. He had the most catches, 4 catches, but just for 20 yards. Dante Cox, 3 catches for 87, but, of course, 33 coming on that touchdown reception. Penalties, Russellville had 5 penalties for 49 yards. Morrilton, 3 for 48. None more weird than the 28-yard penalty. We'll talk about that a little bit in our halftime show. Russellville was 5 of 7 on 3rd down conversions. Morrilton was 2 of 5. Russellville went for 1 4th down, did not pick it up. The Devil Dogs did not attempt a 4th down. Time of possession, Coach Wheeler says that's not that big a deal because some people just milk the clock. He looks at total plays. If you look at the total plays, because this shows up where Russellville getting those extra possessions because of the turnover on the special teams. Russellville 37 plays to Morrilton's 25, so a 12-play advantage, mainly because of getting those 2 extra drives. Here's the other thing, Russellville, a 10-yard better start on their average drive start in that first half. Russellville leading it by a score of 20-7. We'll take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Brianna Velasquez
is spreading fast about how fantastic the food is over at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue in the big city of Russellville. Slow-cooked barbecue, quality meat done the right way. But did you know if you have a big event coming, we're talking weddings, maybe some people coming in from out of town for a business meeting that you really want to impress, Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue can help you out. Definitely hit up Grant and the gang over there at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue for catering. Shane here with you once again for Ridgewood Brothers.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
For more than 70 years, the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas's vision has mirrored our vision. Tackle any obstacle to deliver reliable, affordable power to Arkansans. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives have more than 60% of our state covered. Our team of over 2,000 employees work day and night providing power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, and of course, your hometown football field. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it here at halftime 20-7. Shouldn't be upset. You know, we're up by 2 touchdowns, but you know, I'm actually sitting here during the commercial break texting different people asking if they knew what had happened when they got that Russell got that touchdown call back. If you weren't listening or you don't know what happened, we don't know what happened either. But basically, Russell had a touchdown called back because of a penalty on Morrilton. There's got to be some sort of more to the story. We're not even sure what. Russellville had the ball at their own 34-yard line, threw a touchdown pass, and flags came out, and it ended up being a 28-yard. I guess Russell was at their own 30-yard line. That's what it was. A 28-yard penalty on the Devil Dogs. I don't know what happened. And, I mean, Russell wasn't even given a chance to decline the penalty. I have no idea. It was a penalty on Morrilton that called back our touchdown where we couldn't decline it.
They called it pass interference. It was the call, was a signal. But then all of a sudden you had the referees all meeting together, and it wasn't offsetting penalties. There was no penalty called against Russellville. So you don't know. I mean, it was pretty obvious there was pass interference, but we scored.
Well, I've talked to people in the stands, talked to people watching the stream. Even the PA guy, Mike Cloud, came in and says, "Do you know what happened on that play? If you know, let me know." And I said, "Yeah, I have no earthly idea." I want to highlight one thing that was highlighted in the newspaper. It's also in the Cyclone program tonight. This is the 40th anniversary of the Cyclones' first football game here at Cyclone Stadium. Long before that, they played many, many years at Bailey Field. When they first opened this facility, though, they actually had it open for a year before there was a football game played here. Russellville used to practice out front of the high school, but then bus over to the old junior high, the old high school, Bailey Field, to play their football games here. But they actually had the women's track and field event here. Was actually the first event here, and got to visit with Coach Carnahan about that. Of course, the track named after Coach Carnahan. But in our research, you know, we had we hosted the NAIA twice, the NAIA Track and Field Championships here in the 80s, back-to-back years. Azusa Pacific won 2 of their 4 national championships here, including, and it featured the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye, who did the shot put, the discus, and even actually ran one of the track events. But a lot of history here, and this is the 40th anniversary of the first football game at Cyclone Stadium. Of course, the 118th season in Cyclone history. Russellville first played way back in 1906. Their first 2 games ever was against Morrilton. The very first game that Russellville ever played, they beat Morrilton 7-0. What's more interesting is the second game they played. It was a tie 2-2, in fact, which Morrilton got a safety on the last play of the game. Otherwise, Russellville would have won the game 2-0. But that was the first 2 games back in 1906. Fast forward now, and this is the 94th meeting between these two teams, the 66th consecutive season that they've played each other. And for a while, they had a string of opening the season against each other. But remember, back when they started with Week 0, Morrilton actually scheduled a game Week 0 against Searcy, so that interrupted the flow. Russellville still had Morrilton as their opening season game, and it was Morrilton that had Russellville as their second game, playing that Searcy game Week 0. Russellville leading here at halftime 20-7. We're going to take a final break. We come back, we'll have the second half for you. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Russellville School District is seeking route substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. Drivers interested in trips earn $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors can make $15 per hour. Route drivers and monitors are eligible for insurance and retirement. No CDL. RSD is a registered training site. Apply at russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm Scott. And I'm Corey, and we're the TreeWise Tree Guys. Tree work experts based in Russellville, Arkansas. You have a problem tree that you'd like removed, trimmed, or otherwise dealt with, we're the guys to call. If you're looking for the best, look no further. We're the highest rated in the area. 5-star rating on Google. Give Jalen a call today, 479-222-0793. That's 479-222-0793. TreeWise Tree Guys.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
I'm Rex Nelson. Outside of the state's natural beauty, the thing that strikes me most as I travel Arkansas is the junk in yards and trash along the highways. In a place that markets itself as the natural state, we've too often been guilty of, at best, ignoring our natural treasures, at worst, polluting and littering them. Let's take pride in our state by keeping it litter-free. Visit KeepArkansasBeautiful.com to get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
21, Fort Smith Northside 21.
Welcome back. We're at the half. Russellville leading 20-7. They extended it just a little bit, so we're about 90 seconds away as they're eventually going to go out, and Russellville's going to get to receive the kickoff here to start the second half. And Morrilton's got to feel like their offense is starting anew because Russellville had 3 consecutive possessions and then a really long halftime to deal with. And Russellville's got potential if they can stick this one in the end zone. I won't say they'll put it away, but they'll be putting a big hurt on Morrilton, and because they're going to be 20 points down if Russellville can score on this first drive.
It'll be interesting to see if Morrilton kicks off to Tracy Daniels.
Or to Mekhi
I'm sure
Foster.
They don't.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't want the ball. Foster's who I was talking. Meaning to say, I'm sure they don't want the ball in his hands because he is a breakaway runner. So we may see one of those what Russellville did, a line drive kick. We may see an onside kick. You just don't know about Morrilton. Try to loosen it up and get back into this game. So Russellville has to be on their toes on this kickoff.
About the only thing Russellville did wrong was a bad snap on an extra point, but also turning the ball over in the Morrilton end zone. But it didn't really come back to bite Russellville in that first half when you score 3 touchdowns, and that is thanks to their kickoff coverage team with those back-to-back recoveries on, I guess you call it an onside kick. Well, we saw that the first time Kircher, actually the second time he kicked off, he kicked one that it bounced off a Morrilton Devil Dog but continued on. We thought, if that could bounce back, Russellville could maybe cover it, and that's exactly what he did the next 2 times.
You would think Morrilton would have been talking about that, and maybe they were. It's just a hot night, a sweaty night. Just couldn't control the football once it hit them in their hands.
If you're around a computer or you're a device, you can always go to our Facebook page to see the halftime stats that we've just posted. Just on Facebook, just search for Cyclone Booth, and we'll have those uploaded for you. Russellville is going to be heading, it looks like, towards Cyclone Hill. I think is where Morrilton, you get the choice where you want to defend. There's really been no wind, maybe just a slight, ever so slight breeze out of the south at certain points. But started this game a little late. The sun was pretty much down by the time we kicked off. The heat's really not been a factor, but it's the humidity, and that's been what's bothering. And I think we've only seen one cramp tonight. That was on Morrilton's side. So Russellville getting there. They have their receiving team already out there waiting Morrilton to come out. They're taking their time, and they'll kick off to Russellville. Once again, want to tell you next week we believe our kickoff is going to be at 7:30, and as Russellville will take on Hot Springs Lakeside, the Rams, and that'll be on Friday night, kickoff at 7:30, and the kicker just put the ball on the tee. I don't think he realizes he's marching back that it fell over. Now his team comes out on the field, but he's going to have to go reset it. So we're not in a hurry. I tell you, we got the scoreboard show on 102.3 after this. It's supposed to run from 10 to midnight, and our engineer Steve, we may be done a little bit before midnight. We may not get the call in. Here's the kickoff finally. They're going to kick it deep. And Russell's going to field it at the 17-yard line. This is not Mekhi Foster. He's across the 20, 25, 30, trying to get the corner. Picks up a block at the 35 and 40-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. That's Malachi Varnell on the return.
A good run there. Very powerful run.
And he gets down to there. They're going to give him the 41. I thought that's where he got. We're going to wait and see. They're kind of huddled over here. It's a return of, let's see, he took it at the 16 there. And they are going to give him the 41 to 25-yard return then. That's where Russellville will set up shop. Luke Jones been the starter and gone the entire way at quarterback. As we start the second half, though, he'll hand it off. Now, this is Mekhi Foster on the fly sweep as they hand off, not a pass. I don't think it left his hand. I didn't look that closely, so I'm going to call that a run. And he'll pick up 7 yards on the play as he gets to the 48-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming for Cyclones at the Devil Dog 48-yard line. Just started the third quarter. That was our first play. Bunched up receivers on the left side, one to the wide side, the right side of the field. Here's Tracy Daniels, and he'll get maybe a yard. He stopped shy of midfield. According to the official on the far side, he got 1 yard to the 49.
The Cyclones at the 49-yard line.
Tracy Daniels, 195 yards rushing, got 83 of it on one play. But he'd racked up 84 yards before that. Harrison back in at receiver. 3 receivers to this right side on 3rd down and 2. The check with me now is 18 seconds on the play clock. Russellville skill guys look over at the sideline, see the play change, and Tracy Daniels going to keep it on the sweep, and he's going to drive forward and get the first down. We believe the official is going to stop. He moved his arm, which means keep it rolling, and that would have meant that he didn't get the first down, but then he blew it dead, so that's your trigger that he did get the first down as they put it down at the 49-yard line. So Cyclones with that first down. And that first down brought to you by Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
A good move by Daniels at the end of that play. He gave a good stiff arm to the defender, and I think that's what got him the extra yard.
Just inside the 49-yard line of Morrilton, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. That's the 12th first down of the game for Russellville. Daniels going to get the carry here, and he breaks through the line inside the 45 to the 42. Pick up a 7 on the play, and he is over 200 yards.
Well, anytime you can get 7 yards on that first down, it really puts the pressure on the defense.
Warnock Howe coming in for the Cyclones. Also number 22, Franklin Guzman. Magnus Golden and Harrison will check out.
There's Daniels.
There's Daniels. He's going to take it inside the 20. Spinning move now and inside the 5 before he's brought down. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds outside the 5, and look at the official. He's kind of slow to get there. Tracy Daniels taking it all the way down the sideline.
Johnson and Yell County.
And they're going to put it inside the 5-yard line to about the 2. 40 yards on the pickup. 244 yards for Tracy Daniels.
Great blocking by that offensive line to open up the hole to
Wildcat
the left
package, Tracy Daniels in at quarterback. He's going to keep it and dives forward. Flags fly, 2 coming in from each side. So we're going to wait and see what this is. Whatever the call is, 2 officials had it. Russellville's Tracy Daniels carrying it from 40 yards down the sidelines to get it 1st and goal. But on the 1st and goal play, we have a holding penalty against the Cyclones.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Will replay.
You hear Mike Cloud say 10 yards from the spot. That's why those holding penalties sometimes can be more than 10 yards. They're going to put him down at the 12, so it is going to be exactly 10 yards. Russellville now will look at 1st and goal from the 12. 6 penalties, 59 yards on the Cyclones. Jones going to pull it, look at his left, throwing, complete out in the flat. Stutter steps his way at the 5, spinning away, plowing forward, and he'll get inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. That's Kyron Clendenin, number 3, I believe, that caught that pass.
Yes, it was. Did a good spin move on the defender.
And they put him down at the 2-yard line, so a pickup of 10 on the play. Luke Jones now 10 of 16 for 81 yards. Man in motion. And Jones going to call his own number, plowing forward, stretches for the end zone. He's in there for the touchdown. All that matters is the ball. His body didn't get in there, but his shoulder, arm, and football did. And Luke Jones carries it in from 2 yards out. The Cyclones lead it 26-7.
Well, just a good power play to the right, just running off tackle there.
And Russellville looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Yeah, they're going to come in with the Wildcat package, it looks like, as Tracy Daniels in there. They ran this earlier, just a couple plays ago, but it was a holding penalty. Magnus Golden, number 99, is back there with Daniels. It's a counter play. He's following his blocker, and he's not going to make it. So Russellville fails on the 2-point attempt, but they did get the touchdown. 2-yard run by Luke Jones. We'll take a break. Russellville leads at 26-7 with 8:22 left to play here in the third quarter. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
The Cyclones with the 2-yard touchdown run from Luke Jones. That caps off their first drive of the third quarter. 59 yards in 7 plays, took 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Jones got the touchdown, but it was a big run by Tracy Daniels of 40 yards to take it down to the 2. Russell scoring a couple plays later, getting a penalty and getting that yardage back. 2-point play failed, so Russellville leads at 26-7 here. Kircher Herring, little pooch kick, and it's going to be jumped up and caught as Champ McNabb. Good hands there, and he catches it and falls down at the 44-yard line.
Looked like they was trying to kick it right over that first line of the Morrilton players, but kicked it right at the wrong person, McNabb.
I think the Devil Dogs are just glad that they fielded a kick. They turned the ball over twice on kickoffs. McNabb in motion for Morrilton, 1st and 10. They're going to turn and hand the ball off to Tate. Counter play, and he'll plow forward up the middle across the 45 to the 47. And look, he can grind it out, but the problem is for Morrilton is they're behind 26-7. So Russellville is content to let them eat up the clock as much as they want. 8 minutes coming up on the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter.
At the 47-yard line.
Second down and 7. Yeah, they're going to player go down, and don't want to speculate, but usually when they go down and stretch their legs out, you think it's a cramp. We believe that's what this may be.
Timeout, injury timeout.
And there's injury timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. Russellville leads at 26-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Today comes only once. It is a day of opportunity. What is done with this day will play a big part in determining the future. I am Renata Jenkins-Byler with Roller Funeral Homes. That is a pretty bold statement, but a true one nevertheless, because every day is filled with opportunities taken or missed. At Roller Funeral Homes, we look at each day as an opportunity to prove ourselves worthy of the trust that you have put in us for so many years. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
All right, the player is out for Morrilton. Did look like a cramp. Russellville, defense back on the field. 2nd and 7 for the Devil Dogs at their own 47-yard line. Russellville leading 26-7 here. 7:52 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville 3 down linemen here. They like that nickel package so that they give you a bunch of different looks up front. Backwards pass there to Tate, trying to stretch it out. Russellville string it out nicely, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, a loss of 3 on the play. That counts as a run because it was a backward pass to Tate, but he's back to the 44, loss of 3 on that carry.
Oh, good pursuit by that defense of Russellville.
Russellville's really held him in check. 7 carries, 22 yards for Destin Tate. He had over 100 yards rushing last year in the victory against Russellville. 2 receivers to each side on 3rd down and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Barry back to pass, throwing far side, and it's going to be a sliding catch. Did he get it? Yes, they said he did. It's enough for the first down in Cyclone territory inside the 40.
And that results in a 1st down and 10 for the Devil Dogs.
It looked like
40-yard line.
It looked like Dante Cox on that far side, but I couldn't tell who caught it. 16-yard pickup. Morrilton going quickly here on 1st down. They'll give it to Robinson. He'll get a yard, maybe 2. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Keaton Robinson.
For the Devil Dogs at the Cyclone
back up, just a sophomore.
Line.
2nd down and 8 for the Devil Dogs. Again, it's Russellville giving a little ground, but Morrilton really milking the clock. And
yeah, they're
if you're the
taking their
Cyclones,
time.
yeah, you're fine. You're up 26-7 at this point. 2 receivers to the left for the Devil Dogs, 1 to the right, man in motion. Maddox Berry will hand it off. This is to Tate or Robinson. It's to Tate, and he'll get inside the 35 to the 33. Pick up a 5 yards on the play.
Tristan Wizerman on the tackle. 3rd down and 3.
They're down in 3 for Morrilton.
33-yard line.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 3. I'm sure they're thinking 4-down territory. They can do what they want. Looked like they were going to throw there, but flags come in.
Pre-snap penalty.
This came in from right behind the defense of Russellville, usually a false start, and it is a false start. The official there is usually looking at the offensive line. So that takes a 3rd and 3 and makes it a 3rd and 8.
At the Cyclone 38-yard line.
5:49 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We've slowed to a snail's pace here. Russellville 4 touchdowns, all on the ground. 3 for Tracy Daniels, 1 for Luke Jones. They've 26 unanswered points. Barry back to pass. He's being flushed out of the pocket to the left. He's going to heave it towards the middle, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of Jamarcus Sandridge. And it was awkward catch, but a catch he felt like he should make, I'm sure.
Well, he was wide open, too. If he had caught that one, he could have gone for the 1st down. They're going for it.
They are on 4th down and 8 at the 38-yard line. Empty backfield. Barry back to pass for Morrilton. He's going to be flushed out left this time. He's going to heave it downfield as a jump ball, and Russell's going to intercept it. Russell intercepts it at the 13-yard line. Across the 15, a flag flies. Russell may take this one to the house, but it may be coming back. Down the sideline, the 40, the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mekhi Foster, but a flag is back at the 21-yard line. Let's just hope it was after the interception. I think this one's coming back. Mekhi Foster intercepted it at the 14. He took it 86 yards for the score, but we're going to have to wait and see what the call is.
It's against Russellville.
And good luck guessing. I'm done guessing after the 28-yard penalty on Morrilton that called back a Russellville touchdown. Okay, it's going to be after the interception, so Russellville's going to get the interception. Mekhi Foster will get credit for the return from the 14 to the 21. So he gets a 7-yard interception return. Russell will have it at the 21 initially, but then it'll be a half the distance to the goal penalty on the Cyclones from the 21. Should be putting it down at like about the 11 or so, at the 10. They're going to switch footballs, but they're also going to talk about it. I think they're putting up down at the
penalty yardage mark from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, at the 10-yard line.
First down and 10 at the
11-yard penalty. But Russellville does get the interception, and it's not a 1st and 21 or anything. It's a 1st and 10. It's not tacked on to your yardage. On first down, here's the give, straight up the middle. Tracy will get just shy of the 15-yard line.
Russellville's they've run a lot to that left side. Apparently they see a weakness over there in the Morrilton defense.
Official timeout. You just hope everybody stays healthy for Russellville. 286 yards is the single-game rushing record held by Cecil James, and he's watching our live stream, and he's cheering on Tracy to break the record. That lets you know about what kind of man Cecil is. Tracy came up short last year. He had 271 in the game against Van Buren. He's got 248 in this game here on 23 carries.
Second down.
Daniels had to come out. It looked like a cramp.
Jones back to pass, throwing the near side, complete to Abington. Started back in, cuts it back out, and he's taken down at the 25, but enough for the first down. Brought to you by Better Way Realty.
Russellville Cyclone.
Good catch by Abington. Good run afterwards. Wide open.
That's Abel's second catch. That one goes for 12 yards. He's got 2 catches for 21. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones at their own 25. Under 4:15 to play here in the third quarter. That's kind of a messed up play, but it's a pass complete to Abington. It looks like the running back, the quarterback weren't on the same page, but we get a completed pass out of it. Looked like very similar to the last play. This one goes to the 32-yard line, 2nd and 3. Again to Abington as he picks up 7 there. Ladarius Prince in the ball game for the Cyclones, 34. He's got 1 carry tonight. Tell you what, he was electrifying last year, watching him in his 9th grade games. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right in the S-back, and Prince moving to the right of Luke Jones, the quarterback, short side of the field. They're going to give it to Prince. Looks like a counter play. And going to do a good job. I almost said to get back the line of scrimmage, but he ends up getting a couple yards to the 34.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 coming for the Cyclones. Ladarius, a 5'9 sophomore, 150 pounds, what he's listed at. Under 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Russellville comfortably up 26-7. After the interception by Mekhi Foster, he took it to the house and it was called back. Think about that. That's the 3rd touchdown Russellville's had called back. And 2 of them been penalties against Russellville. Go figure. Here's a fumble on the play. Miscommunication between Jones and Prince, and Luke covers it, but that's going to bring up 4th down because of that. Back at Russell's own end, they're going to have to punt this one away. 4th and 5 at their own 30-yard line. And I think this may be Russell's first punt.
I believe it is.
D.A. Reed is on to do the kicking. D.A. starting at defensive back this year. And it's going to be a fake punt. Get it to Ladarius Prince. He's got the first down across the 35-yard line. They snapped it to the up man. They needed 5. And Ladarius Prince carries it for the first down.
Yeah, Morrilton wasn't expecting that at all.
I'll tell you what, they used a trick play to score the touchdown. Russellville uses a trick play here to get the first down at the 38-yard line, and that first down brought to you by Better Way Realty. Russell, as they run their offense back out on the field, and now we have another player going down for more. I think there's a 3rd one that we think might be cramps for the Devil Dogs. We fear it was that kind of night. 2:37 left in the third quarter, a long way to go. Russellville up, though, 26-7. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Little Rock is where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of your family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery. And at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, you can see alligators up close right in downtown. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at historic Central High School.
Here on first down, Luke Jones throwing incomplete. He's tried to go to Abel Abington.
KCJC, Dartnell, Russellville.
This near side.
River Country, KCJC.
Welcome back to the radio side. He missed first down and threw an incomplete pass trying to go to Abel Abington on the screen pass near side. Second down and 10 coming for the Cyclones at their own 38-yard line. Russellville up 26-7. 2:33 left to play here in the third quarter. Remember, we started an hour late because of the heat. They're going to turn and hand it off to Ladarius Prince. A little spin move, gets to the 40-yard line. I'm looking for Tracy Daniels. I hope he's okay. I hope they're done using him, or so I hope it's nothing serious, but I can't see him on the sideline. Looking over here on the trainer's table, the good news is he's not there. Third down and 8 for the Cyclones. That's Prince's fourth carry for 17 yards. He's staying in there just to the left of Luke Jones, the quarterback. Russell needs just around their own 48-yard line for a first down. Jones looking left. He's going to step up. He's going to throw one, and it's incomplete. Looks like a miscommunication. I think he was expecting somebody to go on a little quick goal route, and Harrison was in the area. But Russell's looking at fourth down and 8. Well, they tried the fake punt and got it on 4th and 5, but they don't get a first down after that. So they're going to have to, looks like they're going to have to punt it away, but you never know. Maybe this will be D.A. Reed's first punt. 2 players back for Morrilton. One of them, Champ McNabb. He's the closest one. Closest one to us. D.A. will run to the left, and he'll get off a pretty good one. It's going to be a fair catch called for at the 31-yard line. What I mean by good, it was good hang time because it did not allow Sandridge to go anywhere with it. Goes all the way to the 30-yard line, a 30-yard punt with no return. We'll take that all day long if we can flip the field a little bit like that and not give them a return. 1:53 left to play here in the third. The Cyclones leading at 26-7. The Devil Dogs, their only score came on their first drive. They took a 7-0 lead. It's been all Russellville since. Barry will turn and hand it off to Tate. He's got some room along the left side. Well, he takes a hit and he just keeps on going. He's got 9 yards to the 40-yard line.
Well, they're going to gain yards with him, but they're also going to eat up some time off that clock, which that's what Russellville wants them to do.
Destin Tate played at Conway a couple years ago, transferred in last year to Morrilton. Now, when you have Conway, 130 kids going out, there's some really good players that don't make the starting lineup, and they look elsewhere. Morrilton seems to get 1 or 2 every year. Complete a pass. No, an incomplete pass as Sandridge took his eye off of it. He was going to get the first down. He had a block right there, and I think he was trying to figure out did he want to go right or left, and he forgot the football.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. He took his eye off the ball. He was looking downfield when the ball came to him.
Maddox Berry, 11 of 19 for 108 yards. Does have that interception on the last drive. Otherwise, he's been pretty efficient. 2 receivers to each side on 3rd down and 1. Robinson, big hole. He's got the first down. He's in the Cyclone territory, and he plows forward to the 44-yard line. A big run there by Robinson. That's the longest run from scrimmage for anybody for the Devil Dogs. 16-yard pickup. And he had only had 7 yards rushing before that. Looks like he's battling cramps a little bit. He's standing up. You see him kind of flexing that heel, trying to, looks like in his left calf. Break out the pickle juice. 2 receivers to each side. High snap, but they'll give it to Robinson, trying right side, slithers his way inside the 40 to about the 38 on the first down carry, a 6-yard carry for Robinson.
2nd down and 5.
It'll be 2nd down and 4 as he has the 38-yard line.
Russellville keeps rotating players in. It's a good move on the coach. Keep fresh players in there.
Russellville leading 26-7. This could be the last play. We're under 20 seconds here in the third quarter. And throwing a complete pass to Tate. He juggled that. I actually don't know how he caught it. Looked like he was still on his knees as he's trying to catch it. And he might have gained a half yard.
Yeah, his knee was on the ground when he caught the ball.
And that should be the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break. Russellville leading 26-7 after 3 quarters of play. You're listening to Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Experienced installers needed. That's right. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is needing experienced installers. Candidates must have a minimum of 2 years experience with HVAC installation, must have a valid driver's license, and be able to pass a drug test. Serious inquiries only. Contact Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 or drop off a resume at their office. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is an equal opportunity employer.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen Summer of Sports Cars continues to keep the heat on with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet. This is the last year for Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen Casino is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite games. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
You know, Coach Wheeler had some strong feelings about this game in our coaches show, and he said he thought his main problem was trying to get the kids to realize this pretty talented team. He wasn't sure if he was getting their attention. If he didn't, definitely Morrilton got the attention on the first drive, scoring a touchdown, but ever since it's been all Russellville. They lead at 26-7 as we start the final quarter of play. Tate will carry for 1 yard for Morrilton on the 3rd and 4 play.
Gain of 1.
And it'll be 4th down coming for the Devil Dogs. They're going to go for it as Russell's got a 19-point lead. Russell expecting a pass. Creeping up with the blitz maybe. Barry back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete. It looked like they had a man, Dante Cox, open. And then Varnell, who wasn't covering it, just saw the ball, tapped it away, and Russellville has held on downs.
Also, number 16, Mosley, was there. Looked like he could have intercepted that.
So 11:26 left to play in the ball game. Russellville will take over on downs at their own 38-yard line. Tracy Daniels, I don't see him, but he may be done because we might not need him up 13. We got Lakeside next week. Again, Russellville, no open dates until the last week of the season. Low snap. It's going to be picked up by the quarterback, getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Daniels was on the sideline. He thought he was going to go in, and the coach called him back.
Okay, I didn't see him, so I'm glad you see him. So I know Cecil James is wanting him to break the record, but it looks like he's not going to.
Timeout.
The record's 286 in one game. Tracy Daniels, boy, at halftime I thought he was going to get a good chance because he was close to 200 yards, but he 247, 23 carries, 3 touchdowns. That's the most he's had in the game. So we have a timeout. The school record touchdowns in a game is 4, and 4 different people have done it. James did it, 2000. Gary Walker did it in 70. Doug Bryce in 1968. 1963, Jerry Lawrence had 4 rushing touchdowns. 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones at their own 38-yard line. Count the S back, 3 receivers to the right. Jones back to pass, looking right. He's going to throw, and it's going to be, I think, incomplete. It looked like it hit the turf, and it did. He was going to Foster along that far side. 2 quick plays, and Russellville looking at 3rd down and long after their defense has gotten the ball back after turning it over on downs. Okay, I see Tracy there. He's close to the offensive coaches. 3rd down and 10 for Russellville. Jones back to pass. He's going to fire one and in and out of the hands. I don't know if he would have stayed in bounds, but he was going to Jerron Brown.
4th down and 10 for the Cyclones at the 37-yard line.
Russellville looking at 4th down and 10. Now, Coach Wheeler, back when he was a defensive coordinator here, he used to wear a lime green hat with a Cyclone on it because his defense could pick him up quicker. But now that he's the head coach, he dresses just a little bit differently. But he's over there behind the special teams. D.A. Reed will kick this one. Goes off the side of his foot. It's going to hit at the 43-yard line and just bounce straight up in the air a couple times. And Russell's going to cover it at the 44. They were putting a little bit of pressure, but it only goes 7 yards there. I think he just went off the side of his foot. Good field possession for Morrilton. The first time that they've started on our side of the 50. But Russellville still up by 19 with 10:20 left to play. And Morrilton at times have been their own worst enemy. I mean, with the 2 turnovers, not being able to cover a kickoff. That's 2 of their 3 turnovers. That was huge for them because it was a big turnaround as Russellville got 3 consecutive offensive possessions that it yielded 14 points. They're going to give it to Robinson on their first down play, and Russell's going to stack him up at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got anywhere.
Gain of 1 for the Devil Dogs. 2nd down and 9 at the Cyclone 43-yard line.
They do give him a yard to the 43. 2nd down and 9. Keaton Robinson now 5 carries for 30 yards. I don't want to say that they've given up, but they are sure taking their time. Play clock down to 17 as they're lining up right now. Got 9:45 left. Man goes in motion. Bad snap once again, but it's going to be picked up by Robinson. He's going to get positive yards to the 40-yard line. That's about the 5th or 6th bad snap for Morrilton. Robinson picks it up for 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Makes you wonder if that center's hands are sweaty and it's slipping out of his grip.
Will Gatling, 6'1", 350 pounds, is listed as starting center. And this same thing again, but picked up, pass complete. No, it goes through the hands of Tate. And he was probably going to lose yardage on that play because Russellville had him spied over there on that far side. So to bring up 4th down and 6. They had Tate split wide. He's been targeted 4 times tonight and has 3 catches for 10 yards. He's had one go the other direction. He's going to stay in there, but he's going to move out on the right side with 3 wide receivers, 2 receivers to the left, and empty backfield for Maddox Berry. Berry now 12 of 22 for 109 yards. They need the Russellville 34 for a first down. Here on 4th down, high snap. Berry's going to step up. He's going to throw it left side, and it's going to be complete to Champ McNabb. He's got the first down inside the 30, and that was a jump ball, and McNabb came up with it.
Yeah, that D.A. Reed was covering. He just a little taller than Reed. Was able to come down with a ball.
Yeah, it was good coverage. Nothing you could do. It was just a jump ball there, and it goes for 14 yards and a first down. High snap. We have a stoppage of play. I think Russellville had to call timeout. They had 12 guys on the field and trying to run one off in time. Coach Wheeler calls a timeout to not get flagged. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville leading it here 26-7 with 8:45 left to play here in the ball game. You're watching and listening to Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast. See what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Once again, the Cyclone boys and girls golf team will be competing in the Ben Guerin Invitational with 8 teams on Monday. Both boys and girls teams have been undefeated in their matches. In the big tournaments, both have had second-place finishes. Devil Dogs here looking at 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, and a sweep play, and Russellville swallowed it up. Tate was dropped for a loss back at the 29-yard line.
Looked like his feet came out from under him and just fell straight back.
That was a good time for it with Armando Solis coming up on. If he was coming up to tackle me, I think my feet would slip too. 2nd down and 13 for the Devil Dogs. Russellville leading at 26-7. 8:18 left to play here in the ball game. And they're going to fake the rollout and hand it off to Robinson. Well-designed play, but Russellville not fooled. It's going to be a 4-yard pickup. They had rolled to the right and did a little inside handoff there to Robinson. Good play by the Cyclone defense there, staying at home. Knowing your assignment, don't over-pursue. 4-yard pickup, 3rd down and 9. Sometimes it's easy when you get a big lead like this to get over-aggressive. You want to make the highlight reel. Cyclone stayed at home there on the little counter play. They need inside R17 for a 1st down. Maddox Berry going to empty the backfield here. He's looking left all the way. He's going to throw it and hit as he throws. It's going to be incomplete. I don't think he was going to that receiver. They had run a wheel route, but I think because he was hit hard, and the ball ended up going to Raylan Thomas, but it ended up being incomplete.
Tristan Wisenap provided pressure on the play.
4th down and 9 for the Devil Dogs at our 25-yard line. Clock stop with 7:25 left to go. Russell leading by 19. 2 receivers to each side. Tate, the running back, to the left of Berry. High snap once again. Berry going to throw. He's going to throw for the corner of the end zone there at the front, and it looks like it just got intercepted by Malachi Varnell. Varnell comes up with the interception at the Cyclone 1-yard line.
It looked like his momentum carried him into the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to say if any part touches outside, they call you down right there. And so Russellville, the good news is we got the ball on the interception. The bad news is we have the ball thrown our own 1-yard line, but we'll take it. That's the 4th turnover. Russellville's got 2 interceptions and then 2 fumbles on kickoff coverage. Coach Wheeler's got to be happy about that. Russellville going to take over at the 1-yard line, and Tracy Daniels is back in. 247 yards to his credit. He's back in there. I think he's in there because he's sure-handed. And this is going to be Luke Jones keeping it himself. He cuts back at the 10-yard line, has the 1st down near the 15.
Well, that's a big play. When you stop and think with the ball at the 1-yard line, and Morrilton thinks Daniels is going to get it, that's a big play.
I think you just don't want to hand the ball, deep in your own end zone there. You just want to get it out past the goal line as quick as possible. A 13-yard pickup for Luke Jones. He'll bring a man in motion on 1st down and 10. Little forward pass there to, I believe that's Harrison. No, that might be, is that Mackay Foster? Whatever, he gets past the 15 to about the 18-yard line. I can't tell who caught that.
I think it's Foster.
It is considered a pass because even though it seems like a handoff, if you throw it forward, because if it's dropped, it's an incomplete pass. That's why it's a safe thing to do, and it looks like Foster's the player down for Russellville, hoping this is just a cramp. He picked up 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 when we get back to action, but we're going to take a quick break. 6:38 left to play in the ballgame. Russellville comfortably up 26-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network. Russell will be on the road next week as they travel to Hot Springs Lakeside, a game that never was last year. It's supposed to be the first meeting between Russellville and Lakeside, so that'll happen this year. And they just signed a 2-year contract, so I don't know if Russellville's going to do that again. Seems like Lakeside should come here. They kind of owe us one. Foster back up. Looks like a cramp because he's walking fine, but I tell you, those cramps hurt. Russellville looking at 2nd down and 6. It was a completed pass, so the clock will start. Nearing 6.5 to go, and Jones going to call his own number this time as he gets past the 20 to the 25. That is enough for the 1st down. Luke Jones carries for 7 yards, and that's a 1st down sponsored by Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Another good play by the quarterback, ran left, then break back up the middle, and the opening was there.
And the clock rolling. That's the best part. You're up 26-7. No reason to get in a hurry. Play clock down to 13 right now. Tracy Daniels behind Jones. Daniels will get the call his first carry in a while. He breaks free at the 30, 35. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him at around the 40-yard line to pick up a 15 on the play if that's where they put it.
After a gain of 13, and that's another Russellville Cyclone.
And they'll put it down right at the 40-yard line. So it's a 15-yard pickup. Tracy now 262 on 24 carries. You don't want to count down, but I will say the record is 286 for most rushing yards in a game. Two receivers to the right, one to left. Daniels going to get the call again. He'll plow forward to the 44 before being stacked up. 4-yard pickup there. Second down and 6 coming. 5:45 left to play. And the clock rolling. Russellville leading 26-7.
You know, Morrilton's defense has been on that field a lot during this game.
Yeah, they have.
Now it's beginning to tell on them, I think.
Play action pass. Jones throwing far side. It's intercepted. They're going to go take this one to the house. It's going to go 45 yards for the score. And this is C.R. Shirtliff. Well, they had been reading his eyes a little bit. And that one was picked off on a dead sprint. .44 yards for the score officially, and a touchdown by Morrilton. So they get the pick six here with 5:04 left. It looks like they're going to try the extra point. (26-13) is our score. The extra point is up, and it is good. A pick six for Morrilton from 44 yards out. They score, make it 26-14. We'll take a break. Expect an onside kick coming here with 5:04 left. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Here's the onside kick. Bounces high, and Russell, Tracy Daniels is going to cover it, and he's going to take it down the left sideline, the 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tracy wasn't satisfied with trying to just, cover the onside kick. He was trying to score.
Well, there was an opening there, and he saw it, and he took it right down the sideline. I don't think he was going to be able to score a touchdown, but anyway, he got Russellville in real good field position.
24 yards on the return, and he gives Russellville the ball at the Morrilton 29-yard line. 5:01 left. Morrilton just with a pick six to cut in the Russellville lead a little bit, but Cyclones leading 26-14. They're going to hand it off to Tracy Daniels, and he'll get a couple of yards, maybe three. He stopped shy of the 25-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Gain of 3, second down and 7 at the Devil Dog 26-yard line.
Second down, 4:45 left. Russellville taking their time. No reason to get in a hurry here. You're up 12. The clock is rolling, nearing 4.5 minutes. Play clock down to 13. Luke Jones, he's going to let that thing roll down to single digits. It's down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds. He'll keep it himself, running right side. He sidesteps a man. Just stay on your feet as long as you can. He does. He gets the first down. That'll stop the clock just to move the chains, but then you get to milk more time.
Russellville Cyclone.
Pickup of 8 yards on the play. Yeah, don't get put out of bounds. Don't throw an incomplete pass. And milk that clock. It's down to 4:03 with 23 seconds left on the play clock.
Really, at a time like this, there's no reason to put the ball in the air.
Daniels going to carry it, trying to bounce it outside. He's going to take it down the left sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Russellville.
Tracy Daniels, 19 yards for the score.
Tracy Daniels with his 4th touchdown of the game, and he has just broke the record by Cecil James. 286 yards for James. Tracy gets 288 tonight. He'll tie the single game record for touchdowns. He breaks the single game rushing record. And the Cyclones extend their lead once again, 32-14. Kircher Herring's extra point is good.
And the extra point by Kircher.
The extra point there is sponsored by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need auto repair shop, you can count on. We'll take a break. Russellville leads it here 33-14 with 3:36 left. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along Mike. It is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Your best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family. From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
Welcome back. Cyclones lead at 33-14, awaiting the kickoff by the Cyclones. We'll give you the scoring summary here in just a moment. Herring will scoot this along the carpet, and it's fielded at the 40-yard line. Cyclones on that touchdown drive answering after Tracy Daniels. They attempted onside kick. He picked it up. Carried it to the 29. And they go 29 yards in 3 plays. They're announcing here that Tracy Daniels has set the single game rushing record, 288 yards. It beat Cecil James by 2 yards.
Way back in 2000, rushed for 286 yards.
And I tell you, Mr. James, very classy, because it wasn't just tonight. He's been pulling for Tracy to do this even last year. As he watches our stream, here's a carry by Tate. He'll pick up a yard.
Good stop by that Russellville defense.
Gain of 1, second down and 9 for the Devil.
Welcome you here to Cyclone Stadium, here at the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Lathis Realty. Second down and 9 for Morrilton. High snap here. They're going to give it on the fly sweep here to Raylan Thomas, and he's down the left sideline. He may go. He's at the 30, 25-20, and he's going to be tripped up inside the 20-yard line on a touchdown-saving tackle.
Big game for the Devil Dogs.
As he's inside the 20 to the 16. Pick up a 43 yards there by Raylan Thomas. 2:48 left to play here in the game. They didn't stop the clock, but let's don't tell anybody. The clock is still rolling. It's setting the chains.
That's right.
It's been a long night. It didn't start till 8 o'clock because of the heat advisor. Here's Tate. Nothing inside. Tried to bounce it outside. He gets inside the 15 to about the 11 is where they'll mark him down. So a pickup of 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5. Yeah, we got the scoreboard show coming up on 102.3. It started at 10. I don't know if they have any scores to report. I think everybody started late tonight, it seemed like. Even the game last night, the Battle of the Bone, Van Buren pounding Alma by 30 points. That game started an hour late, or maybe 30 minutes. Maybe it started at 8 o'clock. 2nd down for Morrilton. Pass complete out to the far side. I think he had the first down, but coming back to the football, he steps out of bounds, and he gave up the first down. That was Weston Keaton on the quarterback throwing that.
The Cyclone 7-yard line.
You're right on that. He went backwards on that.
On this, by his own. He's not given any forward progress if you come back on your own. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Weston Keaton, we saw him last year, but it's the first time we've seen him at quarterback tonight. They're going to give it to Robinson, and he's going to go run up the middle. He's got the first down, still on his feet as he's inside the 5. He's going to give him forward progress, I think, to about the 4. First down and goal for the Devil Dogs. Russellville leading, though, 33-14. A minute 47 left. Clock stopped as they drop the chains now here on 1st and goal. Russellville going to start 1-0 on the season, avenging last year's 13-7 loss at Morrilton. A high snap. He's going to throw to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Looked like he was going for McNabb on that far side. I'll tell you, McNabb, sophomore, coach's kid, and he's been as advertised. Made some fantastic catches. He has touchdown pass for the Devil Dogs on the trick play. 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line, from the 4-yard line. Check that. They're going to hand it off, and they'll get a yard. Raylan Thomas
just outside the 3-yard line. 3rd down.
Carries there to the 3, and 3rd down and goal coming. Raylan Thomas now. That's his 2nd carry for 44 yards. Minute 15 left, clock rolling. Russellville comfortably up, 33-14. Tight formation with Robinson, the running back, to the left of Weston Keaton. Keaton back to pass. He's going to throw to the right side. It's going to be complete in the end zone for the touchdown.
Pass complete, touchdown Morrilton.
As they went over to Josh Sharp, and he stuck his hands with the ball in just to break that plane of the goal line there. And I know the score doesn't matter. I mean, that touchdown doesn't matter, but it matters to Coach Wheeler. He is not happy, even though Russell has a 13-point lead. It's not the way he wanted to end the game. The extra point, we're waiting. And it is up and good. But Cyclones still hold a 12-point lead, 33-21. With 55 seconds left, we'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Back to school season is here, and Burris Into Market has your school supplies covered for students and teachers, plus they can deliver to your office. So whether you're in need of a new office chair or a whole new office, Burris Into Market has local folks who can guide you every step of the way and take care of you like family. Burris Into Market, your back to school and more store, 1419 East Main, Russellville, or call 968-4888.
In the 4th quarter,
55.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Cyclones with a 33-21 lead. That last drive, 60 yards from Morrilton in 8 plays. Weston Keaton, 3-yard touchdown pass to Josh Sharp. Shurtleff kicked the extra point, and I misspoke. Somebody corrected me. Champ McNabb's a freshman. That makes it more impressive. Not just a sophomore, he's a freshman. Here's the onside kick attempt. This time Tracy Daniels will cover it. He won't return it. And the worst thing we could do is hand it off to Tracy Daniels where he loses yards. He's got the record by 2 yards. Anybody but Tracy carry it. Don't give him a chance to lose that record.
You think they'll give it to him?
No, absolutely not. I'd keep him off the field, but I think he's on there. But
he's on there.
Yeah. Oh, please don't give him the football. Surely not.
They're going to give it to him. Well,
he's got the record by 2 yards. No, they're just going to take a knee. There we go. There we go. I actually was getting nervous because that didn't look like the victory formation. But Russellville does take a knee, and they do not have to snap it again. I say that. No, they started, yeah. So there's 13-second differential. They're going to have to snap it one more time.
Nice battle for I-40, sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Wouldn't that be funny if they got the record? Surely that's been done. Somebody somewhere gotten a record and then lost it. But Cecil James had the record for a long time, 2,286 yards, I believe, on 38 carries.
And that will be the final play.
There's the final play as Russellville takes another knee, and the Cyclones going to win this football game 33-21. Russellville defeating Morrilton in the opening game of the season. Going out to shake hands right now, both teams, Coach Wheeler, and there goes the fireworks. Coach Ben Goodman said, we'll use fireworks, but only if we win. Well, the Cyclones respond. They come up with 33 points, 26 unanswered at one point. They win the football game 33-21. We'll take a break, come back with your post-game show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 6.
Cyclones win it by a score of 33-21. Sorry about that, Stephen. We kind of lost signal there, so I hope we're on the radio side. I know we're on the stream side. We're going to just quickly give you the scoring summary of the second half and then some of the stats. Russellville opened the second half. They were up at the time, but they took their opening drive, went down and scored. It was Luke Jones, a 2-yard touchdown run. 2-point play failed, but Russellville, that capped off a 59-yard drive in 7 plays. It took 3:38. And then Russellville scored a couple more times. They gave up a pick six. Their last touchdown, Tracy Daniels, that's the one we want to highlight. With 3:36 left to play at the ball game, Tracy Daniels, a 19-yard touchdown run, and that broke the single-game rushing record that was set by Cecil James back in 2000, 286 yards for James on 38 carries. And Tracy Daniels broke that tonight on that touchdown run. I checked that. It was 37 carries by Cecil James. But tonight, on that touchdown run, Tracy Daniels with 288 yards. He also scored a touchdown. That ties him with the most rushing touchdowns in a game. That's a 5-way tie now. So it's Tracy Daniels, Cecil James, Gary Walker, 1970, Doug Bryson, 68, and Jerry Lawrence in 63. So now 5 guys hold the rushing touchdown record of 4 touchdowns in a game. Russellville kind of cruised in the second half. They didn't have to do much. But they set themselves up good in that first half when they got some turnovers from the special teams. What's your thoughts of the ball game tonight?
Well, every aspect of this game, Russellville seemed to dominate. The offensive line did a great job opening holes for the quarterback, protecting the quarterback on passing, and opening a hose for Daniels and the other running back, Prince. Just did a fantastic job. Defense looked great. They pursued the ball. They pursued the runner. They gained tackles. They created turnovers. So everything you can look at this game, Russellville was in it. They I'm not going to say they completely dominated, but it looked really good. Extreme heat conditions. Russellville just did a fantastic job.
439 yards of offense for the Cyclones, 269 for Morrilton. Russellville only threw for 104 yards, but they had 335 on the ground. The Devil Dogs, 163 through the air, 106 on the ground. Individually for the Devil Dogs, Maddox Berry was 13 of 25 for 123 yards, a couple interceptions. Champ McNabb, the receiver, actually threw a touchdown pass of 33 yards on trick play on the first offensive series. He also had 5 catches for 34 yards, targeted 10 times. Dustin Tate was the leading rusher as far as carries go, 13 carries for 39 yards, but it was Raylan Thomas who only had 2 carries there at the end. He ended up getting 44 yards, which is the leading rusher for Morrilton. For the Cyclones, Daniels, 27 carries, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, had the long touchdown run of 83 yards. Luke Jones, 13 of 24 for 104 yards, did throw a couple picks. The leading receiver, well, there were 3 guys with 3 catches, Abel Abington, Warnock Howell, and Caden Rose. And no one had more than 28 yards. That was set by Abel Abington. Penalties, that's one thing that Coach Wheeler will be upset about. 7 penalties on Russellville for 70 yards, 4 for 53. And at some point, hopefully tomorrow, Sunday, next week, maybe by the time we take the air, we'll be able to tell you about what happened on that one touchdown that was called back. The Cyclones win it by a score of 33-21. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight. You have anything else to add?
Just one thing. You were talking about the 40th anniversary of